Hello, Internet. Welcome to Land Beyond the Mist. We are at session 39 today. I am excited to go out and play once again. We have a whole new party to come explore the mist, and I think it's time that we pass it around to them and let them introduce themselves and their characters they're bringing out here today. So, just in the camera order as I see it around the table, let's start with Leova.
Oh, sorry, I'm opening up the stream. Give me just a second to
Okay.
mute it so I don't double echo and get all weird. Mm. All right, howdy, folks. Um, I am Leova. I am back here in the mists. Normally, I would be playing Alex, but unfortunately, he fell in battle the previous session. However, when the party returned with Alex presumably in the bag of holding, body was not there. So there's a bit of confusion back in the
Mm.
Cloak and Stagger Tavern for a bit. But that's the past. Now we're here in the present, and I'm currently playing Mau Mau Baker.
Interesting. Okay.
Mau Mau is someone that you might have seen around town. We
Okay.
actually saw them in the previous session. The party had, in their sort of pre-travel preparations, made a stop by in a local market or a farm stand where Alex had purchased many pies from one Mau Mau Baker.
Awesome.
And seeing the staggering amount of coin that this adventurer had purchased, she thought, perhaps I could give this adventuring thing a shot. Maybe up the level of her heists.
Mm. All right. Well, I am excited to see our local baker brave the mists. That should be quite the adventure for us all. Excellent. Very cool. Next up, let's send it over to King Lyoko.
Hey guys, King Lyoko here, playing as usual, Monsignor Mortimer. He had a pretty bad run last time, unfortunately, but he's here looking to, carry on the spirit of helping others and doing good in the world. That was Alex, and he's gonna, you know, try to learn a bit more about micromonsters on the way if he can.
Okay. Very good. Well, welcome back, and we look forward to it. Next up, let's send it over to Mega.
Oh, hello everybody. I'm Mega. Today I will be playing one Shepherd. He's had a bit of a rework since the last time I played him. He went under the sea to a place where even the sun did touch because of his forehead. So today after the last session, he had a bit of a change of heart. He got a cool ring that made him feel. I don't know what the best way to put it. Quick on his toes whenever he was outside, but he felt pretty like he ingested soy when he was inside. So he has like a bit of a tent city thing going on in, in Ryan View because he can't be outside. So yeah, he's more shepherd of the open sky now, or as some people have taken to call him, Sky Chad Shepherd. Um, so, yeah, he's ready to go out there today. He saw this notice about a rampaging monster, and he was like, "Oh boy, here we go again." He was remembering the harpies, so he went and he grabbed his gang. And while he was grabbing his gang, he saw this cat lady, and he's like, I, I don't know what you are. Come with me." and that's what he's doing today. Um,
All right.
Mechanically, Shepard is no longer a cleric. He is all druid. He's sort of
Mm.
fallen out of his already waning faith. But he might go back again. Who knows?
Who knows? All right. Well, happy to have you back as always. It sounds like you have a very interesting character arc going on here. I'm looking forward to it. And last but certainly not least, let's send it over to Vessel.
Hey everybody, it is Vessel 43 playing as Moji, the half-orc lovable barbarian who just wants to be friends with a lot of people and kill trees. And he's been on sabbatical. He's been gone for a little bit. He's been traveling the world. He went back to home to visit his parents to learn how to like maybe help a tree. His parents were like, no, we don't do that here. And so he's like, oh crap. Well, he helped me kill a really big tree that's growing in a forest. They're like, yeah, we can help you with that. So they gave him some new ideas and things about that. He stopped by Dwarfies. He's like, Dwarfy, we need make a new crossbow. It can shoot multiple times without reloading. We call it machine gun crossbow, repeating crossbow. And me, Moji don't know. And Moji's like, Dwarfies is like, that makes no sense. What are you talking about? He's like, no, I got it. Or a shotgun crossbow. You shoot a bunch of shots at once and we get it done. He was like, that only do like, 1d10 damage or 2d10 damage up close. It's not that good. Moji's like, Moji knows, but he's got this. And so he's been doing his administrative duties across the land, getting the name of Dwarfies around, getting the Beefy Boys, in alignment and things like that. And nothing's gone wrong as far as he knows. So he's going to come back home and figure out about his friends, about the things that have happened. He really thought his people were invincible because the Beefy Boys have never lost a mission to this point. So we're going to see how that plays out as we get back into the mist. It's going to be a fun time.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to Dwarfy's next creation. That sounds quite impressive. And so we find ourselves in the mist. Our 4 characters brought together, it sounds like, by Sky Chad Shepard, as he's now being called. The one and only, gathering the Beefy Boys together for a mission, as you pointed out, to find a massive predator that is disrupting the ecosystem of the forests in and around the Rhymeview area that is far south from its normal hunting grounds. So, Mr. Shepard, what is it about this mission that spoke to you? And I guess you brought the crew together as per usual, but tell us about how this came together for you.
Yeah, Shepard was hanging outside in his isolated tent city with Gary the Bogley. And Gary was like, we don't have enough meat around here. And I was like, well, Gary, I keep feeding you good berries. You're sustained, right? And he was like, no, you got to go kill a big beast. So I was like, all right. So I went to the mission board to see if there was any big beast missions, and there was one here. And Shepard had to bring Gary the bad news that he won't be killing it. He will be relocating it so he can get some gold to get meat so he can have his meat. Gary probably beat Shepard with a stick at that point. And there was probably like a Dragon Ball Z fight where I sent my cloud of flying snakes after him, and he like did like some sun monk like key blast. But after the destruction of Tent City, Shepard went to go find the only person he would know who could travel a forest at the same speed as he could cut it down, Moji. So he went and he found Moji with his new half-orc beard and his hipster shirt saying he's turned over a new leaf. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to need you to reverse that. I need to own Moji. And he ripped his flannel and was like, let's go. I think Mort was like talking to some bacteria on the beach. And Shepard felt bad for him and was like, you want to go relocate a beast? And shit, he was probably like, as long as it has diseases. And I was like, all right. And as I said, as we were walking by, we probably saw like some, I don't know. I don't even know.
Probably you guys were getting ready to set out with 3. Whoever the 4th guy was had just bailed on you. You were feeling real down, and then all of a sudden, this little old lady walks up. Oh, don't forget your rations, with some pies and some treats, and you guys begin to leave, and she kind of just follows along, and okay, guess it's 4 now.
Yeah, I know what it was. Shepard didn't know that Malithos died with the last mission, so he put out like a letter, and he was like, Malithos always shows up. It'll be fine. And, you know,
Is Shepard in denial? Is Shepard like, yeah, there's 4 people here. Look, the Malthus is right here, guys. Come on.
No, I think he legitimately just like either didn't believe it or didn't know. And it wasn't until it was time for the mission he was like, you know, demons always show up when you don't want them to. And he like looked over his shoulder to expect him, and it was just
Mal shows up.
he like comes out of a portal. It burns down here. Right back in. And then we went over to the bakery to get some pies, and we kidnapped him. So you're with us.
All right. Well, that is quite the tale of how the party came together. And as you are now situated with a new baker in tow, the 4 of you have the opportunity to take any preparations that you would like to make here in town before going out and hunting this great beast. Is there anything that you would like to do here in Rhymeview, or are you ready to go out and begin your hunt?
Well, Moji needs to do one thing before that. Upon hearing Shepard talk about the death of his friend Alex, he's like, no, it's not true. It can't be true. And he'll run to the tavern and look around and look at where the beefy boy banner is, and it's like, oh, and he's looking around for his like intern, his little intern that follows him around and does what he says. And then there's a new intern there. It's a new little mini, you know, would have been Alex's intern, so the intern of the intern. And then he's like, intern number 1. What happened to Alex? What happened to him? What happened to him? And he's intern number 1's like, he's dead. Moji will slump to the ground, grab the second Thunder Serpent head off of the wall, and walk through the town singing a very sad orcish song, going whoa, whoa, whoa. And as he does this, he walks around town. Orcs know what it means. If you're familiar with orcish culture, you'll know what it means. And then he'll plant at the graveyard. And then he'll give a quick speech. He'll be like, he was good friend, a good warrior. He helped Moji fight the trees. Vengeance will come. And then lightning will strike down and shoot the head. And Fulgoris understands what's happening, and he's like, I'm down with this. I like what's going on. So
and there's a sound that comes from back in the town. Just a long, sad camel noise.
Yes.
Long, sad camel noise.
The mule noise.
Yeah, meow.
Theodore somehow appears.
Yeah,
he comes along for the funeral. He's walking with Moji behind him.
Shepard's just sad he couldn't get his Phoenix shield because that's more fire-based stuff.
I know, huh?
It's what it is.
Moji wanted that long sword, but too bad. Anywho, getting back from the funeral procession, we're going.
Was Moji gonna try and get the Titan Slayer for himself?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
So it's not gonna happen now, but
I
maybe we try another one.
I picture Moji immediately going over to Alex, not even crying. He just cuts off his own arm and immediately puts on the
No, Moji probably cuts off his head and just sticks his head in, just goes like a chainsaw man. Just
Oh God! Okay.
Right. So we're going to the conclave of the faithful. Yes, people.
Yes.
They have the information we need.
All right.
We'll go there. Ask them, what's this about a big thing that Moji needs to smack?
Yes.
Big thing.
You head your way to the conclave of the faithful, the open air agora in Rhymeview, where the conclave does its kind of business with the residents of the city. Here you'll find the well-oiled beard and chipper attitude of Ewan Toms as he greets the 4 of you. You tell him that you're here for the posting, and he says, excellent. Let me get you to the posters here. And he actually will go and find a druid woman with long gray hair, that is beaded and feathered, with like kind of like local birds feathers kind of tied in. She's got lines of a hard life around her eyes and face. Her age is hard to tell, but she definitely gives you the presence of a older, wiser person. And as she speaks to you, she says, it is good that the four of you have taken up our quest. We are short on hard men and capable fighters these days. There is a large beast that we have seen in the forests to the north of Rhymeview. It is unknown its exact reason or purpose for being there, but it is a blue-scaled lizard-like creature, massive in size, and it is disrupting the wildlife and the ecosystems of the forest. This type of predator we don't see in the forests. It leaves scorching trails behind it and
Oh my god.
many dead creatures in its wake. We need these creatures to be dealt with. Of course, the preference of the conclave is to pass the creature along back to its proper natural habitat in the north, where its rampages are balanced by the hardy prey. But here in the forest, it is imbalanced. If it cannot be relocated, of course, then the next option is to eliminate the creature. We need to see them exterminated, and if you are capable of doing that, we will reward you all the same.
Oh,
it-
I'm sure there's no need for that. It's probably just upset about something.
Well, I am sure there are reasons for it being further south, but it is not always possible, unfortunately, to achieve balance without bloodshed. That is the way of the natural world.
Have you seen it come south before?
We have not seen a creature such as this in the south. No, not this far.
Is it only the one creature? Is that confirmed, or is it possible there are multiple?
It is possible that there are more. Reports only speak of a single creature, but if there are more than one, then of course we would wish them relocated as well, or dealt with.
Is this
And
thing
we
like
know
a beast or because it's kind of sounding like it's some sort of dragon thing.
I wonder if the Conclave Library might have more information about the creature. Or not Conclave, the Arcanium Council Library.
She shakes her head and says, I am uncertain of the exact creature's origins. I believe that it is not necessarily a natural beast, though it now lives naturally in the world. Um, if you are looking for a classification, the taxonomists of the Arcanium Council, I believe, have called it a monstrosity, but those scientific names are not always the most necessary for those of us who are in tune with nature.
And speaking of name, what name it have?
This is a Rummer Haze.
Remore Hayes. Did Mochi kill one of these? No. Okay.
And
How do you know its name? Have you talked to her?
These are the names that we have given it. Perhaps if you talk to it, it might have a separate name that it calls itself. This is the name of the creature that we have given it.
these are sentient creatures, then? You said that it could talk with us?
Well, we are able to talk with many creatures of the forest. Um, you speak to me, and you speak to the dogs of the town. Do you not?
Yeah, it's druid. I can do it too. Moji is attuned to nature. We can speak to
I don't think
lesser
we can
intelligent
speak to
creatures.
this thing. See,
No, Moji thinks not. Moji has learned some of
uh,
these things don't talk back.
Shepherd's gonna point at Moji with one hand, and he's gonna point at the lady with the other hand. He said, "You two are crazy." They call those things monstrosities because there are certain gifts that druids and other natural magic users can use, and some of those gifts don't work if the creatures aren't the right type. If they're unnatural creatures, how am I supposed to speak to it using my beach speak? And he speaks in like squirrel or something. He's like, see,
You just gotta change it. Change it to make sense. It
We
might.
could speak the universal language, Mau Mau says, and then she holds up a little cookie.
that's true. You bring your cookies. I'm gonna bring some flame arrows because if we can't speak words, maybe I understand violence. And he
Yeah.
talks like
Speaking of flame arrow, we should
It's
go
good
to
for you.
Arcadium.
Before we go, though, could you give us a better idea of what area the creature has been seen traveling through?
Yes, to the forest north of Rhymeview.
Okay, thank you. I think that's all we can gather here. We'll report back when the job is done,
Excellent.
won't we?
To the Arcadiums.
Okay. You leave the conclave and make your way towards the Arcanium Council, the large tower in the center of Rhymeview's residential district that rises above the rest of the town. As you enter inside, you'll see the small library, busy as usual, with one Rose Nix manning the counter around a central spiral staircase. Eventually, after you enter, you will be greeted, and she asks, "What I can do for the four of you today?"
We need book on Rimmer Haze.
Oh,
Also, we may need to do a scry upon it as well. The first book.
first a book. Indeed, a Remmer Haze, exactly. Hmm. Powerful Arctic creatures. Yes. Give me just a moment. And she disappears for a little while before coming back with a like small trolley of books, not full by any means, but with more than one or two that she allows you to kind of peruse and check out here in the mist. You can check any one of them out to give yourself a book charge on the history or nature of the Rimmer Haze. Is there any specific information you're looking for as you are like researching in the library?
Yeah, I want to know what kind of attacks it may do. Ice, snow, fire, lightning. What its typical habits might be, so I can look out for that when I'm searching for it, or
Yeah.
its typical prey. Yeah.
You know that they are Arctic predators. They live in Arctic climates. They usually prey on elk, polar bears, and other creatures sharing the territory. Um, they are burrowing animals that burrow beneath the snow and lie in wait. They are ambushers first and foremost. Um, the creature is known for its superheated body, keeping it warm in the icy Arctic, using its own flames from its internal warmth as its both its attacks and its survival.
Hmm. Does it have an innate weakness to like cold if it were to get too cold?
You don't see uh, an innate weakness there, no.
Versus. All right. Well, that's good for me. I'll talk to the
I have a
boys.
question,
Oh,
though,
good. Good.
if possible. Um, are there any records of what would drive, or of like a creature like that, or that specific type of creature being driven out of its Arctic habitat, or it being encountered elsewhere?
You want to look for other habitats? Sure. Go ahead and give me a history intelligence check here as you are perusing these books for potential reasons it might leave the Arctic.
As
16.
as Mortimer is browsing the stacks and speaking to Rose, Mau Mau is just sort of casually sitting there, maybe picking at Mortimer's robe a little bit, and she just waves hello to Rose. Says, "Hey, Rose.
Hello. Good to see
So
you.
nice to see you.
Yes, of course. How goes the pie business?
Oh, fantastic. I'll have something special next week." And she gives her a wink.
Goody. With a
A
16.
Remoraz pie? You better not be cooking my goddamn beef.
With a 16, you will know that they are often hunted when they're when they are nesting. The frost giants hunt the Remoraz nests for eggs, um, and they prize them for their ability to train them, and use them as like a guardian beasts of their citadels in the past. It is thought that a Remmerhaze may scour the nearby uh, like tundra or places. What are we calling it? Ecosystems for a safer environment for their nests when they are hunted.
And are frost giants known to roam the northern areas of the Shrouded Coast? Or wait, what are we
Who can
calling this
say?
area? Okay. Well,
All right. All right, I got to keep it a buck 50 with you guys. Shepard's looking pretty tired being indoors. He looks deflated, like he's got like 16 in his most important stats at level 5, which is not good. Um, he says, I'm going to keep it a buck 50 with you guys. I'm all fire. If this thing is a fire based creature, I'm going to be mostly useless here. But, you know, I guess I can make a bunch of horses to trample on it, I guess.
well,
Real quick before we got a depiction of how big these things are from all the reading. Would a lasso work or no? Or a
it would
net?
probably just be burned, right? Like,
You are under the impression that these are huge creatures.
Huge boys. I'm gonna drive it back. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. Cool. Go on. What you were saying?
I was gonna say, like, they literally like we were told, like, they leave behind like flaming trails, right? Like so.
Fire elementals do
Any
that too,
attempt
and
to
they're not
like
that big.
restrain them, like, we can't use rope or anything. Like, even if we used a ton of rope, it would all be burned.
Well, we're here with the Arcanium homies. They probably got something cool, like some binding magic metals or something like that.
Yeah, but how
Hey,
expensive is that? Is that worth what the reward would be?
Mort, I don't want to hear it. All right. Hey, yo,
The
Nix.
reward of a job well done is always rewarding.
Well, I don't know about that. You're going too far in another direction. Nix, you guys got any like cool magic binding spells that would work on something like this thing?
Oh, a creature that large?
Yeah.
I don't know of any that we have available. She like
All right.
looks through her spells and her inventory for the day. She says, "Oh, it doesn't appear we have anything available for a creature of that size. If you are intent on capturing it, I suggest perhaps maybe finding its nest. The young ones are much easier to capture."
Well,
I
we're
just
trying to relocate the beast itself. Are you telling us this is going to be impossible?
Well, impossible, no,
Mm.
but very difficult to say the least.
All
Good
right,
luck.
we're
Ro-
killing it.
Rose. this book here that I was just looking at, it says that giants sometimes train them.
Indeed.
I don't. Would that suggest that these creatures could understand the giant language, or? And I'll show her like the passage.
She shrugs. She says, "Does a dog understand human language?"
No, we train it to
Okay.
understand us.
I wasn't sure,
Mhm.
given that this is a magical creature.
Worst case scenario, I think I can make a giant constrictor snake that can grapple it. So
You can also make a giant Moji appear. Moji will stretch.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
As Moji stretches, you see Mau Mau behind him begin to stretch up. How tall is Moji?
6 foot.
Okay. Glance 1 second.
Are we learning that Mau Mau is actually Long Cat in disguise?
Yeah. So you see Mau Mau reach up, and as she sort of cranes up, she yelps a little bit, and then comes back down.
Okay.
well,
Just in a big stretch.
Moji look at his party, and he'll look at all of them and like, this isn't gonna be.
Old man, old cat lady.
Yeah.
Dwarf.
A running wizard, a running cleric.
Ort's a
Like,
strong young man. Thank you
we
very
may
much.
need some fire resistance, so I'm gonna ask Rose. You got any? You have resistance to fire potions, then?
She says, "As a matter of fact, I do. I have 2 potions of such fire resistance on stock today."
How much?
She says, "Good question. I just had that open, and now I don't." Give me just a half second here.
And while you're there, just look for the other special potions you got for the day, because may get that as well.
A potion of fire resistance is going to cost you. Is going to cost you 125 GP today each.
Oof.
I could do it, but that's not. I don't know if that's worth it.
Today, does she like look at a little price sticker on the bottom? Oh, it's 125 today.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can cast protection from energy, which can amount to the same thing. Protection from fire for an hour for 1 creature. And I can cast that twice a day. So.
Yep. I look at Mau Mau and say, "Don't get hit," and then we're gonna leave. I'm gonna get ready to go. I don't know. Oh yeah, did they have any special potions today?
They have a potion of diminution.
The shrinking one.
Yeah, this gives you the reduce effect of the enlarge or reduce spell for D4 hours.
Could that be poured upon an object to diminish it?
When you drink this potion, it says
It might work. You throw it down its mouth.
I was thinking if it's got eggs and we want to lure it away with eggs. I don't know how big the eggs would be, but if we could make them more manageable to carry. But it'd be only for a couple hours, so it wouldn't make a difference. Never mind.
We got to find a way that we can relocate this thing.
I'm telling you, I think luring it away with its eggs would be the best, the easiest way.
Mau Mau sort of licks her lips as you talk about the egg.
I don't
can
know.
just carry them myself.
I feel like taking eggs and walking away with eggs is a good way to get it to kill us. I don't know if that's a good way to get it to move.
We can also,
it'll move. But it's
We
gonna
just need
move.
to be faster than it while it wants to kill us.
Well, if it left already, its eggs are back. Dodge doesn't care about the eggs, right?
Unless it brought its eggs with it.
Yeah, I imagine it's probably going to do that.
we didn't see anything about like distressing noises causing it to flee in those books, like a pole in the ground that you smack really hard that reverberates within the ground, kind of steers it away, or some kind of pheromones that would drive Remoraz away. No,
I don't think
Well,
you
we
saw
know
anything in
giants-
those books. No, of that.
Giants scared away though. Could we make you really big somehow? Could we like get a scroll of enlarge? on
Moji has a ring that he shows Mortimer that Mortimer absolutely saw him use once.
But like even bigger than that.
Not really.
So the thing I keep coming up to is I can make a giant constrictor snake that can restrain it, but it's gonna eat through that thing in like, I don't know, 2 rounds tops. We got to find a way that we can restrain it long term. I don't know if that means we need to get like 500 feet of chain or what, but
hold on. Here's an idea. It's scared of giants. Could we find a
Not
giant?
scared of giants, I'm sure. It's probably like the ones that hunt them are giants. I don't think they really have things they're afraid of.
Yeah, I don't think it's scared of giants either. I think the most that happens is giants hunt it, so it'll probably. Well, you might be on something more. We could hire a frost giant to come over there
in
and
exchange, it gets one of the eggs, and the Rimras lives and is sent back north.
The problem is we gotta shoot it however many miles to the north. You know.
I'm just brainstorming here.
I think our best method is to wound it so much that it does not want to come back here. If it's scared, if it has an enemy that it fears, it'll be like, okay, well, this is not a safe spot to be. We might have to just injure it enough to make it run back.
I guess technically what we could do is we could just beat it unconscious, and then every X amount of hours when it wakes back up, beat it back.
That's another, yeah. That is the way.
On the hour, every hour. Prepare the bats.
The problem with that is we're still going to need those chains. So usually we bind things with rope. I think this thing's going to burn through. You guys want to get some like cool.
Does it pour flames out of its? Is it coming out of its mouth or is it coming out of all of its orifices?
It like leaves like a slime trail of flame.
Yeah, it's like think of like a caustic snail. It's kind of like that.
I think it wouldn't hurt to get some chains, but it'd have to be a lot of chains. It's
not
a huge
worth
creature. Is like
yeah.
Like, can we get like approximate dimensions of what you imagine this creature to be like?
Let's find the definition of a huge creature.
It's probably 9 by 9, whatever that is.
Huge creature, 5 feet.
I'm imagining.
Big creature is so like if a medium creature is 5 by 5 feet, this one is going to be 15 by 15 feet of square.
Okay,
which probably gives you like a decent idea. Let me see if I can find a more like exact.
Well, a good example is I believe hill giants are huge creatures, so you probably need about as much chain as you would need for a hill giant to get one of these.
Yeah, so I'm only seeing size categories in terms of like the.
That's all right. All right. I get an idea though.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those like 40 feet long, 20 feet tall sort of things.
Yeah, almost like a dragon at that point. It's like think of like a weird scorpion dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a giant centipede, basically.
Yeah, flaming centipede. Can it shoot fire? Does it shoot fire?
Yes.
It definitely has fire as part of its damage. You know
all right.
much.
Do we want to scry on it before we go?
I mean, it would be good to learn its location.
Probably looks like something like this.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Where'd you get that?
Ooh, cool. That is a very cool mini. I like that a lot.
God. Get it away!
That is very cool.
I don't like the little legs.
Did you guys want to get the scrying or no?
How much would that cost us?
It's 100 gold.
Oh, geez, that'd be a third of our reward already. I imagine it'd just be easier to follow the trails that it leaves behind. Those are going to be pretty obvious.
Well, the issue is if we're coming from the south and the came from the north, we might not see any trails.
So, a table from the 3.5 rulebook gives you general guidelines of maximum height and weight. A huge creature's maximum height would be 32 feet tall and weigh approximately 32,000 pounds at maximum.
How are we gonna drag that?
We're not dragging that. We're putting it off. We're not doing.
That's the biggest huge creature, but
give me a second.
That's the range.
All right,
it'd be between 17 and 32 feet tall, between 4,000 and 32,000 pounds.
We're gonna have to get it to go willingly.
We gotta see what the Arcanium dudes can do. Hey, yo, Nick, you guys got any way you can communicate with those monstrosities your kind creates? Wizards and labs.
Well, I might
What
have
if
had
we
an
what if
ability,
we
but
needed
then
the
you
potion
went
of
to like
diminution?
impugned my honor there, Shepard.
I'm
Let me
sorry.
see what I have for you. To speak with a monstrosity? I don't believe. I don't believe I have the ability to do such a thing.
So you guys make these monsters, and then you
Is
send
there a
them
way
off.
to charm a monstrosity in the long term?
Our monster.
Hmm. Let me see what I have for charm. Charm monster. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Like an item that would let us do it once a day would be.
Charm monster is a level 4 spell. I
Good
don't
jeez.
know if they have a scroll of that available.
Plus, it only
Um,
lasts an hour, I think.
Oh,
Charm
Now we're still
monster.
good.
No, they don't have a 4th level spell available.
Freaking A. I could drag it if we really want to.
I think that's the wrong way of going about it. I
No,
think
I can actually drag it.
no, but it's gonna really like burn your flesh off.
Like, I can rage and I can drag it. Leave
We
me.
can use a chain.
But for
right?
how long can you rage? Is the question.
As long as
However-
it needs to be.
So here we do. Here's what we do. All right. I learned something new. I can summon clouds of poisonous snakes, so don't worry about it more. They can eat it until it stops moving, and then we're gonna put chains around it and drag it back to its nest. They didn't say we had to relocate it alive. We can
No.
still relocate it.
I think the point is we relocate it
Yeah.
alive.
Real talk. The only way to do this is we run it off or we kill it. I don't see any other option unless something comes up along the way that gives us a reason to do
We
anything.
we
else.
could lure it.
Oh.
We could lure it with its eggs. I think it's
Yeah.
the smart way
Or-
to go about it.
I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 with you, more.
Question,
Your last mission, you
someone
all
was
died.
mentioning
Your
a
idea.
potion of diminution before.
I'm sorry. What about the potion of diminution?
It was a thing that was available. If we
It
can
is.
shrink
Yeah,
it,
it's available
smaller.
in the shop.
Yeah.
You want to know how much it
was
costs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't afford it, but out of game, I would suggest it because if we can shrink it, then we have a lot more options all of a sudden.
I mean, if it's huge size, we're gonna shrink it to large size. I don't think that's gonna make much of a difference.
Large size is a horse.
Yeah, it's gonna be large size for like 10 minutes, and then it's gonna get big and eat us.
A potion of diminution is going to run you 175 gold pieces.
And does it say how long it lasts?
An hour.
D4 hours.
What if? Wait, I have an idea. Okay, so assuming that giants chased it off, could we create an illusion of a giant and trick it without
Yeah.
actually having a giant?
You got wizard
mean-
spells?
Well, we're still like chatting outside the Arcanium Council.
Yeah.
I think maybe the most you're gonna get it to do is go someplace else. But
Well,
I doubt it's gonna.
That's the whole point.
I doubt it's gonna. It ran from giants. I doubt it's gonna see a giant and be like, "Oh, I gotta go back," and then go right back to where.
Well,
it
I
ran.
mean, you're assuming that it's a really smart creature. What if it's just not super smart, but smart enough to know it's got to
we
go
need
somewhere.
to make sure that if we're gonna have a plan A, this A is ironclad. Plan B can be like whatever, I think running it off is a good plan B. I think plan A is hit it with a stick a bunch until it stops moving, put some metal chains around it, and drag it back.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Does everybody like that?
Well, do you want the diminutive potion and the chains to try to do
Nah,
that?
we don't need the main shit potion. If we can't drag it, we just kill it anyway.
That's
It's
true.
fine.
And if it's 3,200 pounds, there's no way even me big is going to do this. So, yeah.
I can make a bunch of draft horses that can drag it. Don't worry.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
So let's go buy a chain.
All right. You want to buy some chain. I think this is gonna run you a few gold, right? To
Yes.
get like enough chain to wrap around a 32-foot, potentially 32,000-pound creature. Like that's the highest it could possibly be, but you got to be prepared, right? So I think the amount of chain you need is probably going to run you like 10 to 15 gold pieces, right? Like this is a hefty investment of chain. It probably takes like a couple of days to put together, right? They're like, you need how much chain? And you need it how thick? They're like, all right.
Yeah.
And so you probably have to sit in town of Rhymeview for a day or two for a couple of smiths to like hammer out a bunch of big, thick links of chain, and you will get maybe like 100 feet of thick iron chain, custom made.
How much is that? Wait, let's see. Yeah,
That's a lot. I did think you had a decent point, Mort, where maybe we could see if we can pass by its current location to follow the trails made on the way to where it is and see if we can find its original nest and see what's there. If we can find like signs of frost giants, we can speak to them and say, hey, big dudes, we got to restore balance in nature. And they'll be like, hoity doity, okay. And then we can bring one of them back to drag it. So I think let's bring the chains in case we go to the giants and they're like, oh, oi, piss off, mate. And then we can just drag it back on our own.
Well, we need to figure out how much food we're going to bring ahead of time. So let's settle on. You're the leader for this mission, Shepard. So where are we going first? What is our plan A here?
Plan A is I spent 15 gold on chains.
Okay.
Plan, and then we're gonna go see if we can find where its nest is. Right. We're gonna follow the trails it made on the way down. It's gonna leave a bunch of burn marks. We're going to find out where his original nest was and talk to the probably frost giants that are hanging out there. I'll tell them, balance. And then they're going to be like, okay.
All right.
And bring it back.
Do
We
any of us
probably will
speak giant?
Oh, crap. Does anybody speak giant?
We don't have our furbolgs.
I speak the exact opposite. I speak Gnomish.
Okay. All right. So let me see if I got any spells for that. Hold on.
We got 100 feet of chain. What's the weight of this already?
That's heavy, right? Let me
We're
see.
encumbered then, by the way. So
Well, we could probably. Don't we have like a animal that we have?
no.
Is it an animal?
Alex's mule is grieving right now, so no.
I've got a draft horse, or not a draft horse. Yeah, it's a draft horse.
Yeah, Mort's got a draft horse. He can probably carry that.
I can carry some of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna call this a half-inch or like a 1/2 inch chain, because that's the strongest one that I can see with a working load of like 11,000 pounds.
I saw that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, and that weighs about 2.4 pounds per foot. So at 100 feet of chain, that's going to be like roughly 200 pounds. We'll just call it. We're round.
Okay, so we're just going to be encumbered regardless.
Yeah, we're encumbered. No matter if we take the food, we're going to be encumbered. Yeah, we're encumbered.
So should we not do the chain?
You just bought it, man.
I just.
Just do it. Let's do it. Let's just bring it.
And my cat keeps jumping on my desk. What are you doing here, buddy? What do you want? Are you trying to tell me something that Mort's right? Okay.
I can cast tongues if we need the giant to understand us. I just got to be able to touch it.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Or yeah.
All right.
We're
So we
encumbered.
might end up fighting fire. We might end up fighting frost giants. Okay. Shepard's rubbing his forehead.
Up to you, Shepard. You are the leader here. What are we
are
doing?
we doing the chain thing or no? Yeah.
I already bought the chains.
Yeah, we're bringing it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
All right.
Okay, we got the chain, so we're gonna be encumbered. It's fine. Let's go. Wait, Arcadium dudes. Do they have like a speak with giant scroll or something? I guess tongues is the same thing, right?
Same thing.
Do they have comprehend languages?
Yeah, because we could use both, right? We could use. Oh wait, tongues give you comprehend languages, right? You have to touch it.
Comprehend languages lets you understand. It doesn't necessarily let you speak. I think tongues lets you speak.
Yes.
Yeah, I would
They-
actually like to comprehend language scroll, so that way we can understand what they're saying before Mort tries to touch one.
They
just-
sure
Oh no,
enough.
Tongues lets me speak with them, so I wouldn't. I could touch myself, and then I could speak it.
Wait, I thought you had to touch the creature. Just
No, the spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says.
okay. So if you
No.
cast tongues, you can speak to it.
hmm
I got you. Okay, it's fine.
Alright.
No comprehend language needed. Get out of here. Mort is wrong.
All right.
Yeah, you don't need to touch them. You just have to touch yourself. You're fine.
Cool.
All right, we're getting ready to go. Heading out. Moji looks at May one more time, and he'll see that she has nothing by way of actual damaging. So he'll give her his quiver, the quiver that was given to him from a friend, and the bow, and studded leather armor. So go ahead and add those to his sheet.
Before we leave the Arcanium Council, I wanted to get a book on frost giants, I guess.
Okay, you can check out a book on frost giants. If you have time to consult the book, it has one charge that can be expended to give yourself advantage on any history, intelligence, or related check to frost giants.
Okay, somebody should probably get a book on giant fire spewing ice centipedes.
I think I got that already. The Rumor Has book.
Yeah,
Cool.
you can check out one of those books that you were researching on previously.
Okay. Well, Mort, do you have proficiency in history?
Yes.
So I'll probably give you this book when the time comes, so you can understand when it's swinging a big club, it's not saying hello. Probably. So,
All right.
All right, let's go, people.
I just wanted to do one more question for the Arcanium Council. Do they
Mhm.
have like something like a lance of giant centipede spearing or something?
A lance of Remmer has Bane. Yeah. No, they do not.
What do they even have then, Greg? Oh my god, I'm kidding.
It's fine. Let's go die.
Yeah.
Well, first we got to go and find it. So
Yeah.
All right. So it sounds to me like your plan is to head out into the mist and make your way through the forest, looking for the trail of the creature, and then to follow it back to the Arctic North, where it comes from. Excellent. So what I will need from you is to know how far north you will go, searching for the trail of this creature. We can see our hexes here today. The forests of Rhymeview are kind of fast. They are these forests here. If you know this creature to be from the Arctic, we know that the Arctic is up here in the north. Where is your destination's like end point? Like how far will you go before turning around and being like, this is the end of our journey?
Well, we know it's in the current forest to the south of the Arctic North. So we want to go in the forest and look around. Do we have like a general idea of which hex it's been spotted in?
Not yet.
If we ask the silver-haired lady, hey, you're all about nature.
She said to the north. She said to the north.
I asked her.
Okay. All right. So I guess I can do speak with animals. I ask some squirrels or something. A giant flaming centipede. Where?
You get the knowledge that it is in the forest north of Rhymeview. So you can probably get rid of a lot of the eastern part of the forest.
So probably
it is somewhere in the north.
Yeah, probably somewhere up here.
Yeah. Let's travel like 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
something like that.
That's what I was thinking. Something like this. And then we can
Yeah.
tag and see if we can get near its nest. And then once we do, we can run away because we don't want to fight it because it'll kill us. And we go
Mhm.
for us, giant.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
So you are going to. It looks like you pinged here as the last point of your destination. If the trail goes
Just
farther than
before the
that,
snow?
you're turning around.
I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna turn around. We might just
The white part is snow, right? All this
Yep.
up here?
Yep.
Okay, so it's in the forest, so it has to be like,
So really,
here.
Honestly, what we want to do is we want to travel until we find.
I just want to know what the last part of your destination is. I want to know the end
Here.
the point.
Let's just do here.
Yeah, I guess like here because we want to travel through all these hexes, right? And
I just want to
then
know
we
where our
want-
travel phase ends. Right.
Here.
That's all I'm
we
saying.
might end up having
All right.
like 5 travel
Perfect.
phases. I don't know.
Let's just go.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, with that very confusing bit of explanation out of the way, are you walking? Are you riding a caravan? Are you pushing your horses? What is the mode of travel that you would like to take here?
We have to caravan because we are going to be omega encumbered if we don't. I think that's necessary. I'll leave it to you guys.
We would only be, I think, first
200
level.
pounds of chain? Yes.
A draft horse can carry a lot before it reaches its next level of encumbrance.
All right.
Let me. Yeah, it's encumbered at 180 pounds and carrying capacity at 540. So it would just be the first level.
Okay. You want to just travel us alone?
We can still caravan. It gives us benefits.
Go caravanning.
All right. You will hire a caravan, which will cost you 5 gold pieces per character to hire out. You spend some time finding people that have some business up north, and you decide to band together in a caravan. You will move at 3 hexes per day during the travel phase, but the benefit of this is that you will gain +5 to all of your checks. Excellent. As you put yourselves together and prepare in the caravan to head out, I need to know, lastly, which of you will take which travel role during the trip. We have the provisioner, the scout, the guide, and the lookout for each of you. Who amongst you will be taking which role?
I'll be guide.
All right. Shepard will be our guide.
Mort is going to be scout. You're
Mortimer
going to
will
have
be our scout.
Mama Cat is going to be our provisioner. And,
I thought she was lookout.
I'm like
Yeah.
90. Oh well.
Look out. I'm a provisioner.
Whatever.
All right, Moji will be our provisioner, and Mau Mau will be our lookout. All right. So let us start with our provisioner as you are beginning to negotiate with the caravans on the outskirts of town, trying to find people to go north. You are responsible for making sure your party has enough resources, most importantly food and water, for the journey ahead. You have multiple options on how to fulfill your tasks as a provisioner, including foraging, magical providence, and pack ratting. What will you do to ensure your party has enough food and water on the journey?
Would I know the DC for foraging? For this area?
Yeah. So you're foraging. The most difficult place to forage during your travel phase will be in the frozen north. The DC for that foraging will be 15.
Are we starting encumbered, by the way, with all?
No, we have a caravan. We're good. We'll just take. We're gonna take. Let's say 10 days of rations for each of us.
Okay. You choose to pack rat and instead spend your time in town buying the travel rations, hardtack, dried fruits, and water skins. These weigh 7 pounds in total for each of your party members, but you are caravanning back and forth with wagons and a whole team. You won't have to worry about your weight. They will cost 1 gold piece per day per party member, so 4 gold pieces per day of rations for you and your party. If you're taking 10 days, you said, that would be 40 gold pieces in total.
I think it would be fine with something like 8, right? I don't think you're gonna need 10.
Okay.
All right. Then 8 days would be 32 gold pieces for the trip in total.
Everybody.
All right. So you begin to push out into the forest, heading north slowly, looking for the signs of your Remmer Haze. As you push through the woods, you are slow going with your caravan as you are not on any given road. The oxen break the shrubs and low-hanging branches and just undergrowth of the forest. The wagons bounce and smack around on the uneven ground, the protruding rocks, and whatever else may be out here. As you push through, the first person that we would like to turn to is our scout, Mortimer. As the scout, you are responsible for making sure that your party takes the best route possible through the forest here on their way to the signs of the Remmer Haze and eventually the Frozen North. Your responsibility is to make sure the party doesn't get lost, stuck, or otherwise waylaid on the journey. Please describe to me your efforts to scout the terrain on this journey.
Sure, yeah. So I think that I'm not doing anything terribly special. I'm, trying to stay at the front, maybe going ahead a bit, making sure that the way that the I don't know if we're with a wagon train, but the way that the caravan is heading in general is free of any major obstacles, and if I find anything, letting them know and trying to find like alternate routes around that will save us time and trouble and whatnot.
Okay. That sounds to me very much like a survival type check, survival wisdom, knowing your way around the area, looking for dangers, moving your party away from them. Go ahead and give me survival wisdom at DC 12 plus 2 for your unknown or uncharted destination, which is going to bring it to a total of DC 14.
And I have +5 because we are caravanning, right?
That is correct. Yes, the caravan will give you +5 in total to your check. That is a 21 in total. That is a success. Please mark inspiration for your successful scouting. You make sure that your caravan is on check, avoiding any potential places to get stuck or lost, turned around. You are always headed where you would like to go during the journey. The day is slow and probably difficult for the first little bit of your journey, getting used to moving the caravan through the forests and making sure you find the best routes. It passes fairly uneventfully during your first day of travel out from Rhineview. As you search for signs of Remmer Haze, you find very little. As the second day begins, you feel the kind of weariness of the journey, the difficulty of moving through the forest with such a kind of large wagon train and a group of people around you. And I'd like to turn to our guide, Shepherd. As the guide, it is your responsibility to make sure the labors of the journey do not overwhelm the party. Please describe to me your efforts as the guide to make sure that the party is not exhausted or otherwise avoid or stave off the labors of the journey.
Yeah, Shepard is in tune with his, the elemental plane of fire, and he's doing his best to, clear the underbrush using sword and flame, so no wagon wheels get stuck on the underbrush. Doing his best to, look ahead of the path ahead of us and make sure we're taking the right trails and not going to get stuck in, a copse of trees that the wagons can't fit through. Doing his basic nature druid tasks in order to make sure we're all staying on track.
Okay, absolutely. You're in tune with your druidic powers, burning off extra trails for the wagons and then trying to avoid particularly difficult locations. Go ahead and give me that nature intelligence check, it sounds like, for your guidance of the party. The base DC for the guide is always 15, but you are going to an uncharted or unknown location, which will bring our DC up to 17.
You mean survival wisdom, right?
That is the standard check. If you'd like to make it instead, that is always acceptable.
There was a nature intelligence is the what's the other one? the scout, I think.
I'll give you
Okay.
my inspiration.
I already have advantage. From
Oh.
24.
All right, perfect. You are successful. You are in tune with the ways of the forest. You keep the caravan moving despite its slow nature as easily as it can. The labors of the journey will not be overmuch for you and your party. You continue on this kind of long journey through the forest, searching for signs of the Remmer haze as you go. On the second day, it is a like slow moving but efficient journey. You begin searching the forest more kind of zigzaggedly, looking for signs of the Remmer haze. And it is a good time to look at our lookout Mau Mau. You are responsible for keeping an eye out for dangers on the journey, things that could be waylaying your party. Please describe to me your efforts to keep a lookout during this party's journey.
Mau Mau is well, he's curious, of course, being a tabaxi, being a cat, but more so for the opportunity just to experience this whole adventure thing that she's heard some about and she's seen them throw around some coin, but this is her first adventure, so she just looking around at everything, taking it all in, like excitedly looking forward to the next turn of the road, next tree up ahead. Every bird that goes up, she sort of eyes it, looks around. Every little creature that goes by, her eyes just sort of follow it with that cat-like, focus.
All right, keeping that cat's focus on the road ahead of you, go ahead and make me a perception wisdom check to keep a sharp lookout on the road around you. You will be at a base DC of 12 plus 2 for the unknown destination is going to bring us to 14 in total.
And as I do this, I forgot one thing from my newly built character. The Master Ring Tree allows me 2 languages. I will pick them randomly. I will not choose Giant.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that. So I'm going to roll 2d13.
Okay, sounds good.
Please roll on Giant. Please.
9 and a 10.
Our additional languages are Draconic and Deep Speech.
Draconic and Deep Speech. Very fun.
All right, and then we're going to go with Perception, DC 14 plus 5 for the caravan.
Plus 5 for the caravan. Correct.
Good.
That is a 20 in total. That is a success. Please mark inspiration for your successful looking out. You are able to make sure that your party is not ambushed by anything using your cat-like gaze, keeping your danger sense nice and witty. You also have the potential of finding a discovery out here in the forest as you are looking around. Go ahead and roll me a d6. That is indeed a small discovery. So, during this day in the forest, the second day of your journey, as you are kind of getting into the late afternoon, you're keeping your nose to the ground, looking for signs of a Remmer haze activity. You eventually find a small clearing in the forest. It does not seem to be affected by the Remmer haze. There's no burned or scorched creatures here. Nor are there broken trees, but you do see in this small clearing a small statue of indeterminable origin. It seems to be a figure that is squatted in like almost a kneeling position in the forest, and it seems to have a small figurine upon its lap.
What sort of figure is it? Like a humanoid shape? Is it?
It's hard to tell. It has kind of an indeterminate origin, but vaguely humanoid in some way. The features of the statue have been weathered by time to a point of near indistinguishability.
Mao will approach it with eyes opening wide, trying to see and what's going on with the statue. What sort of figurine is there in its lap?
That is a good question. This small figurine is seemingly made from ivory or something similar. It is a pale, almost white substance. It seems hard. It is carved, shaped like a animal. And this particular animal is... give me 1 second here. What is it? This particular animal is in the shape of a griffin.
Okay. So it's a little bird griffin figurine. Okay.
Yeah.
I think she would probably. Yeah, give me a. Yeah. Okay. Just put a little cheeky wisdom save there for no reason whatsoever. Mao will just go closer and just pick up the figurine and look at it with unbridled curiosity.
Yeah, you pick up the figurine. It is an ivory figurine carved in the shape of a griffin. The griffin has its wings spread wide behind it, and it seems to give you the impression of a figure in flight.
She seems appreciative of this find, and then, as if remembering that she's not alone out here, she glances back and thinks to go get the others and say, "Oh hey, I found something over here, a statue."
All right. Do you leave the clearing to go find the others with the statue?
She would take the figurine with her to the others. Okay. Show them what she found.
Yeah. So say, hey, as you leave the clearing with the figurine in your hands, as soon as you step beyond the kind of little clearing's edge, whatever would demarcate the end of the clearing, a thick and almost impenetrable mist or fog begins to billow out forth from the statue. And you and your allies find yourselves almost without vision in this deep white fog. The area around you is considered obscured, and you find it very difficult to find your allies as you shout in the fog.
The fog is here.
Does my I assume dark vision gives me nothing. It's still just fog.
Yeah, it's still just fog. It is obscured even from your darkness.
Does it stop me from moving, or does it just...
You can still move through the fog, but you find it difficult. You run into trees as you go.
Okay. In that case, she'll sort of meow with slight agitation, and then call out to the others, in common. Where is everybody?
Well, Moji, I think Meow Meow's dead.
What happened? Where'd the SWAT come from? I didn't see any rolling in.
It's pretty clear what happened. Meow Meow went out there, died, and we can't fall. We have to move on. You can't stay back.
Or
give me a persuasion check.
The Elden Ring boss, and the fog is just the wall before the fight.
Perception check.
Persuasion.
Oh, persuasion. There you go.
I don't know. That line of reasoning doesn't make a lot of sense, Shepard.
Can we move forward with this fog, or it's impossible really with our caravan?
You could move forward. It will be difficult. I will need some kind of navigation check to leave the fog at disadvantage.
Okay, so here's the thing. We gotta get Meow Meow. Does Meow Meow come back, or we gotta go get him?
You hear shouts in the fog from Mau Mau. Using the kind of sound of their voice, you can find each other stumbling through the fog, running into trees and branches as you go.
Okay.
All right, Meow Meow, we need you to walk backwards and continue to hit every tree you already hit until you take us to wherever you did cause this to happen. I know it was you.
We don't know that, do we?
No. Meow Meow went off.
Basically, all you know is that Mau Mau left, and then she came back. Well, she tried to come back. So before that, she actually came back. The fog would have happened, right? And then stumbled back.
So I think what Moji's going to suggest is to everyone, let's get back to the caravan. We're going to move forward. I'm going to go out front, and I'm going to argue strength athletics check to push everything that's in the way out of the way, using my axe and clearing the way. I'm going to be cutting trees, moving rocks, and then having everybody come in behind me.
Okay, I like the idea here. I'm sorry, what was that,
We now
Leova?
have fog following behind us that we can use to obscure us from the Remorads.
We don't know
Go into the fight all smoked out and fogged up. We just hotbox the thing and.
All right, I like the idea of you just taking out your axe, being like, I was born for this, chopping down any tree that you find in your way, just like clearing a path straight through the fog. Moji, give me an athletic strength check at disadvantage.
As he does that, Mau Mau is gonna say, "Oh, what a strong man! You can do it!" And give you my inspiration.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
All right.
23.
Oh, that is a 23. Moji, describe to me your evisceration of the forest as you plow your way through and get your team out of this fog.
Well, he's actually thinking about his companion who died, actually. So it's helping to fuel his rage, and he's just going through and just shotting down these trees one shot at a time. Boom! Darn it! Boom! I wasn't there. Boom! To save Alex. And then he like creates this like faux like wooden road along the way. He's like, I could make this like a path if I wanted to, and just cut down, make a big old like wooden path down the way. But yeah, and so
Moji's landscaping service.
Yeah, man, it'd be great.
All right. Emoji, your landscaping service comes in very handy as after like 5 or 10 minutes, you carve a path through the forest. You, your companions, and your caravan make your way to the other side of the fog. You are now in the clear, the forest as normal. As you look back behind you, there is still a thick mass of fog that you have left behind.
Moji's like, that was random. Moji don't know why that happened. Oh well.
Moji,
look what I found.
Moji, Shepard noticed how proficient you were at cutting down trees, and he asked if, how do you feel about wearing like a tiara that is gonna like increase your crit range? Do you
I don't need it. I don't have the attunement. I already have it. My crit range is at 17 when I get enough hits, so I'll be good.
If you hold out a tiara, you see Mau Mau's eyes just glitter with like stars, like a 13-year-old that just discovered Hot Topic.
Yeah, man. Do you have any attunement slots? Can you wear this crown?
What's an attunement slot, young man?
Well, it's a theoretical limit of magic things you can tie your soul.
I don't know. I can try it on.
Yeah. Look, I posted in the chat for you, so you can have the details. Boop. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Both of the items I gave you, Leova, were attunement, by the way.
He can choose which one he wants to use.
And I think the quiver is too, right?
The quiver is on attunement slot, yeah. Not the bow.
Yeah. The bow I can't use because it's a longbow, unfortunately.
All right. So you guys have left this patch of fog behind you. You can still see it permeating a part of the forest, but you have left it behind. Are you pushing on in search for signs of this Raymer Haze, or are you interested at all in continuing this fog-like investigation?
Mm,
I think
Does
the Limbo Haze thing.
does Momo explain what happened, or does she just say she found something?
Yeah.
With the circlet.
No, with the do you explain that you actually took this from a statue, or you just say you found it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Momo will say, there was a strange statue in the forest, and it had this figurine. I brought it back to you guys to look at it. Isn't it nice? Look at it. It's a bird.
All
it's
right.
clear what happened. Momo summoned a demon and gave it the figurine. We need to go kill that demon.
You've been obsessed with this for so long.
All right. Can I take a look at the figurine? Is there any like religious implication of it? Like, is it for a certain deity or?
Doesn't appear to be religious to your mind. No, as you look it over, it seems to be a simple ivory figurine of a griffin in flight.
Well, I think that you've just made a fog cloud that lingers, so that might be an issue for our way back. We should probably take care of this now if we can find some way to disperse the fog.
Why
Well,
don't we just go around it on the way back?
Yeah, we could go around. I
All
feel like
right.
that easier. We can turn it back if you guys are scared of it. Like if
I'm gonna keep it a $150. My job is to take care of nature, and you guys kind of destroyed it. So can we go back and fix the nature so we don't have squirrels running headfirst in the trees?
if what we can.
Yes.
Sure,
We
yeah.
want to.
I'm sorry, Mr. Shepherd. Did I do something wrong?
I don't want to hear meow meow. Shepard's thinking about conjuring some flying snakes to chase you, but he just shakes his head.
You see, you see Meow Meow just frown.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go back and investigate, Greg.
All right.
What appears?
You stare at this like kind of fog cloud in the forest, thick and obscuring your way back. Even the path that you carved is almost impossible to make out now, having stepped on the other side of the fog bank. Your intention is to investigate the fog. What do you do?
My first thought was to make it back to where we got where Mao Mao got the figurine, and then attempt to place it back on the lap and see if that helps.
Okay.
If we're going back in, we should probably tie a rope to each other so we don't get lost or something like that.
Okay. I got some hempen rope.
All right. You tie yourselves together.
A really big thing? Why don't we just use that?
What?
The giant chain.
No,
It's
please,
gonna be heavy.
It's gonna chafe. It's gonna chafe us.
please no.
All right.
All right, you tie yourself together with the rope so that you don't separate, and you make your way back through the fog. You find the path that Moji cut through the forest as you kind of bungle your way through the thick and obscuring fog all around you. Eventually, though, you'll make it back to where Moji began his deep cutting, although you are not at the center of this kind of fog bank. You are not at the clearing where Mao Mao took the figurine. As you search through the fog now, how is it that you're going to come back to the place of the beginning of this fog?
Well, I guess it's Mao Mao's fault. So once we get back to the trees area, she'll sort of look sadly at Shepherd with the opposite of puppy dog eyes, but cat eyes. Not the opposite. But, yeah, sadly. And then she'll say, I guess I'll go find it again. I'll be right back.
No, we're going together.
Wander off again.
Yeah,
you try to wander off, but there's just like a rope that connects you to your teammates and drags them along with you.
I forgot about the rope. So she's just trying to basically smell her way back through the fog, and kind of tugs you along.
All right, give me a perception wisdom check at disadvantage as you try to smell your way back through the thick and obscuring fog.
I will use my inspiration, and I will say a single phrase for Mao Mao. Go get him, Tiger.
All right. Oh, you
that's right.
wander through the fog, but you find yourself hopelessly lost, turning in
I apologize.
circles as you are
I'm a
unable
cat.
to make it back to the location that you started at.
I apologize. I have lucky. I will re-roll that.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Never mind.
Yeah.
Go ahead and re-roll it.
Mamo probably doesn't even hope to find it on herself. She will try to find it essentially accidentally. I think.
Mm. Despite your lucky feat, your 9 lives as a cat, you still find yourself wandering in circles, unable to make your way to the center of this place. As you do, you can feel the hair on the back of your neck stand up. You are uncomfortable in the fog, and you get the distinct feeling that you are not alone.
Oh dear.
What do you do?
Untie this rope.
All right, take the rope off.
All
And
right, guys. This has gone on long enough, and I'm going to like bite my finger and put it on my moonlit ring to give myself true sight.
Very good.
we do this
Using
earlier.
true sight, you see the forest around you as it should be without the fog around it. You also see a stalker in the forest. A like strong looking, almost statuesque figure staring at you from behind a tree, slowly making its way closer to the party.
Guys, we're not alone. And I'll
Who's there?
As you intone that you're not alone, the figure just slides behind a tree, stops.
Okay, look, I saw you.
It waits
Sorry,
silently.
I was muted. What Shepard would do is immediately cast Magic Stone and throw a rock at the tree. Hey, come speak to us. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a rock at the tree that just hiding.
You throw a rock at the tree. It bounces off the bark. The creature doesn't move or make any motion towards you to speak.
Can I see what type of creature it is?
It looks to you like a statue with almost no features.
Okay.
Either we fight it or we give it this thing.
Yeah,
Come
Mao
on.
Mao actually begins to approach it, and she's holding the little griffin statue in her hand, and she says, "I'm sorry, Mister. I'm sorry I took your bird. There you go." And he's kind of walking up, holding.
Give me a
the
persuasion
griffin
charisma check here as you offer the bird back to the statue.
I'm going to give you advantage with inspiration.
All right.
All right, you walk your way forward, offering the statue its prize. It pulls itself away from the tree, looking at you with blank features. It reaches out with nubby hands, takes the statue, and then kneels down back in the position that you found it. As it places the statue on its lap, it goes kind of inert once more, and the fog begins to deflate and dissipate through the forest. It doesn't happen all at once. It takes time for a fog bank to clear, but within a few minutes or more, eventually it becomes clear that the fog is dissipating, eventually leaving you alone in the forest with this statue, a griffin figurine sitting on its lap.
So now the statue, instead of being in a clearing and sort of a particular place, it's just sitting by a tree, kind of hanging out, like, "What's up? I'm a statue."
Pretty much.
Okay. Marmel will look at it and say, Oh, I'm sorry. Uh, you, should I take the bird back?
No,
Look,
don't.
My recommendation would be to take the statue. Come on, Moji.
Oh, that's a much better idea.
Moji's like,
Said,
I
looking
don't
back at
know. Moji, no, he can do this. This kind of big deal.
I got
Uh,
enhanced ability. I can help. Come on.
Yeah, but still pretty big. I need to be bigger than what I am now. And this only lasts for a minute, so probably not going to happen.
Moji, I didn't know you drunk soy milk.
Uh,
Surprising revelation. But it's
Moji will walk up to Mr. Shepard, pick him up with one hand, and be like, you don't call Moji soy. You soy.
right.
Put Shepard back down. Like, let's go. We waste enough time here.
If we work together, I'm sure we can do it.
No wasting time.
Breathe down and begin to.
No.
Let's go.
I'm trying to think if there's anything we can do here.
We kill it, or we steal it and run. There's only options.
I have a Revivify scroll. Can I give that scroll instead?
No.
You want to
That's
trade
way more.
the figurine
that's-
for a scroll of Revivify?
You know what? Instead of that, Moji will give this. He'll take off the Griffin statue for a belt, a belt of dwarven kind. That's kind of defective, and trade. Like, trade.
No, Mano has an interesting idea. She's gonna pick up the Griffin bird statue, move back like a foot, and then put it down on the ground.
Why?
And then wait
All
for it
right,
to animate.
guys.
And then come
I'm
back
heading back to the
and
caravan.
she'll try
Either
to
we trade or we go. This is at this point. It's not really.
She's gonna try to pass along the sort of unspoken message that, hey, I'm not taking you. I'm just trying to move you. Is this? Are you okay with this? It's like a bad thing that is happening. See if it wants to kind of go back to the clearing.
Give me a persuasion charisma check here.
Yeah, she'll try to whisper to it softly, as if like a grandma like whispering a baby to sleep, like a little soft nothing. In a combination of draconic, deep speech, Nomish, just miscellaneous languages, bits of this and that, to try to kind of give it good emotions. You said persuasion?
Yeah.
Come here, honey boo boo child.
Okay, well.
In a shocking twist, this slowly works. And you watch as Mau Mau slowly coaxes the statue from its spot in the forest where it stopped all the way back to the clearing in which they found it. As you finally place the creature on the statue on the ground for the last time, the statue picks up the figurine, places it in its lap, and goes inert, where it initially was found. As it does so, though, it scrapes the ground underneath the place where it just stepped a few times before going inert, and you find a small wooden box inside.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Statue. I'm sorry I had to move you, but hopefully you had a fun time walking around the forest. And she'll look down at the ground at the box. Is it dug out of the ground, or is it just visible?
It was buried, and now it is the top of it is revealed.
She looks down and opens the box. Says, "Thank you."
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Moji is utterly confused about all this shenanigans, and he's like, "We really are doing stuff today."
Yeah, as Moji was watching, Mamo did the a piece of candy, a piece of candy with this disappearing, reappearing statue for
It's gonna be really funny if Alex's body is in the box.
Oh yes. We open the box. Open the box.
What you find are a number of statues or little figurines inside the box. You find 3 ivory goats, as well as a serpentine owl.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I detect magic on these? right?
Yeah, they're magic.
Yes.
Yeah. As she's examining them, she thinks, "Oh, look, what strange uh what strange dragon chess pieces these are. This one's a goat dragon. Well, this one's an owl dragon. Do you
Good
any
job.
of you play dragon chess?"
That's
Uh,
not how it works.
No.
They
Moji's
aren't all called dragons.
Moji's like, no, let's go. Let's
wait a minute. Mort, do you tell us that they're magical?
Yeah, I do.
Mm. I'm guessing you throw one of these and you say, "I choose you, goat," and a goat will appear wherever you throw it. That's my guess.
Possibly. Do we want to trade a goat for a griffin since we already have 3 goats?
No, let's go.
We're
No,
already here. Let's go for it.
Mao Mao takes the figurines and then back in the box, she will put something of hers.
Oh,
She will put a single candle, just to
Okay.
leave something in there, and then she close the box back up and say, "Thank you, Mister Statue. Maybe if it gets dark, you can have the candle lit up, to make it nice for you."
true.
Okay.
And she leaves. It makes no sense, but to her, like, kind of semi-adult, maybe not mine. Yeah, sure, candle, statue. Yeah, it's great.
All right. You trade a few figurines of wondrous power for a candle. Excellent. Are you trying to swap the creature's griffin, or are you leaving it alone?
Oh, absolutely not. Mao is not in taking the statue's poor bird that it loves so much.
Okay.
It's obviously its favorite bird, a pet, a loved one of some sort. It's not going to take this.
So, after some time, you leave the statue where it was and continue your journey through the forest in search of signs of a Rummer Haze. Excellent. At the conclusion of that, we are a little bit short of our normal stopping point, but I need a quick break here. So I think this is the perfect place to take our first break, and we will come back on the other side as the search for the Rummer Haze continues. We'll see you all in about 5 minutes, everybody. See you soon.
All right.
And hello, Internet. Welcome back to Land Beyond the Mist. Our party had just taken care of a statue and some fog in the forest, coming away with some nice, figurines, and are now continuing their journey looking for signs of Remorhaze as they make their way through the forest. This second day of traveling, you find little in the way of signs. You spend a night in the forest before heading out on your third day of adventure. Eventually, though, early in the morning of the first day, you begin to find signs of this rubber haze. You can see smoke kind of trailing up through the forest, and as you make your way through the well, as you make your way through the forest towards the trail of smoke, you will eventually find dead animals that have been scorched and eaten. They seem to be either eaten mostly whole or in large bites, as you only see little pieces of these scorched creatures around the forest. There are gashes in the trees, seemingly cut by large serpentine movements, and in its wake, you can smell the acrid smoke and a few of the movements of the creature. As you find the signs of the creature, what is it that you do? As your plan was to try to track it back to a lair in the north?
Okay. Here's plan A. Is anybody wearing heavy armor?
I can take mine off if we need to.
All right. Here's what I was
Wearing
thinking.
heavy armor.
We could follow these tracks. I can cast a spell that increases our stealth. Follow these tracks, and we can follow them back to the lair and look and see if we can find any tracks leading in the other direction to see if there are any tracks going back up north. And then hopefully the pass without trace would mean that it won't eat us when it's around its lair. If you're wearing heavy armor, you probably don't want to do that. Because I
Where am I
imagine
going to put it?
in the caravan.
Okay.
I mean, you can put it back on. You just don't need to wear it while we're looking for the lair. I mean, if it comes to it and it wants to kill you, your armor's not going to help. Sorry, buddy.
All right.
Isn't Moji's armor like the thunder
Yep.
strike like super armor? Yeah, you probably want to keep that. I don't know about.
Well, I do have the boots of elven kind too, so I probably actually can keep mine. But Mortimer is going to be at disadvantage.
You gonna hold us back, Mort? Huh?
I can take my armor off. It's just not going to
Hey.
be good.
You said that very questioningly. I need dedication, Mort.
All right, Mort just starts stripping on place, I guess.
Woo! The caravan goes wild. Throws point at you.
Caravan
Popcorn.
gone wild.
Is this,
And
Marmal probably gets the robe and the boots of the Winterland from you. You just take off all your clothes, and when you put them back on, there's a couple of pieces less to put back on.
All right, let's do it up. Shep, you put Trace off. We go.
So that's the plan, Greg. I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace so we can get some stealth going, and then we're gonna, I guess, do like a survival check to see if we can find where the trails are like leading from. See if we can find like a consistent pattern. Find its nest. See if we can locate some trails leading from the north to wherever it came to the nest, and then we're gonna basically circumvent the nest to follow where the trails came from in the north.
All right. You begin following the trail. You cast Pass Without Trace so that you are hard to find by a hunting creature and you begin investigating the trail the creature has. As you attempt to track it, I would like for the party to give me a survival wisdom check to track it. I'll let the person with the highest survival wisdom make the check at advantage for assistance from the rest of the party as you are trying to find its tracks back to both its nest and the treks north from there.
I have a +7. I believe that's the highest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
A 15. All right. As you make your way through the forest, you can easily track the creature's movements for a while until they seemingly stop. And it takes you a moment to look around to figure out what has happened, and it seems to have burrowed into the ground. And then has reappeared some few hundred feet later. You manage to track it back through its burrowing, and then find a few more areas where the forest is burned and scarred before it burrows again. And this pattern continues for some time until you eventually find a small cave entrance upon which the burrowing tracks lead to. It leads down into a kind of a wet, damp cave corridor. But as you look around, you do not see any tracks leading up northward away from this cave.
Shepard does that in game, just in case you guys are wondering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moji looked back like, we go in.
Moji, have you fought a dragon before?
Fought enough. Moji's good. I fought an almost dragon, a water dragon, kind of. Shoots lightning.
Oh, yeah, those things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just hit it 3 times and it dies. That's what I did.
Should we take a vote? Do we just want to go in there and just whack it a bunch?
Well, it might be sleep. We don't have to fight instantly. We can just check it out.
Well, I guess I do have passive archery.
Yeah, this is the best time to do it.
Fuck.
Mortimer's not going in. He doesn't have any armor.
No, Mortimer. Come.
If you suggest someone to go in and investigate, you see Marmel sort of like begin to stretch a little bit as if expecting like, ooh, this is her thing.
Easy.
Mortimer, come. I give you my armor when we get too deep, if we need to fight. Okay?
I'd rather you be wearing your armor if we have to fight.
Moji's fine. Come.
I think it's best if we have Mau go and scout and see what the deal is inside
If
first.
Mau gets into altercation, Mau's going to die.
Well,
Mau shakes her head and then she like jumps over you. Well, she attempts to jump over you. Let me see if this actually goes out. Give me just a second here. She jumps over you with her incredible feline agility, and you see her movements just lithe and quick, and you get the sense that if shit goes down, she can leave that shit in the dust real fast.
Okay.
Yeah, being out of game, being a rogue and a tabaxi, I can have a shit ton of movement with disengage, and I'll be fine.
All right. Leave it to you.
All right, so it sounds like the baker is going in alone with the pass without trace on, so that you attempt to sneak your way into this creature's nest. Excellent. I like what I'm hearing. So, Mau, what I need from you as you enter is a stealth dexterity check at +10 from your very awesome pass without trace.
Do you say that out loud, Shepard?
After you're gone, probably.
Yeah, after you're out of earshot. Yeah, as the camera pane down there, I give Moji like 50 gold.
So 18, and she hears you say that as she goes in, slightly discouraged perhaps, but hopefully an 18 stealth.
All right.
with the magical benefit is enough to
As
get there.
you step into the cave, you get this image in front of you. You see a open cave system with kind of water around a central kind of island. You can see that there are other entrances and exits from the cave. But in the center of it, your eyes are immediately drawn to a huge lizard-like creature with a myriad of legs, as it is in the process of devouring two large cave bears. You look around and you can see to the northeast of you a small kind of nest made for its many eggs. What do you do as you creep into this room?
From the angle that Marmel is at, she probably can't see the eggs around that corner. Correct?
Sure, all right. You don't see
can see a
them.
lot of movement, a lot of like maybe hay or something, straw to keep them soft, maybe, but
Mm-hmm.
not the eggs themselves.
Sure.
But she sees this massive creature here in the center devouring the bears.
Uh-huh.
Out of curiosity, as a professional chef and someone that knows food, how far along in eating is it? Is it just started? Is it about to finish? How much time?
It looks like these bears are getting devoured fairly quickly. I would say one is pretty much done, and the other is about to be started upon.
Okay. So, she will look around. Is there any other sign of its movement, particularly much in any other area besides towards where the nest area may or may not be?
Give me a survival wisdom check to look for its tracks here, as you are in the cave hiding from it.
Yeah, she'll kind of slink down and just open her eyes wide and look in all the corners and try to see what she can see. But unfortunately, it's not much. There's just so much going on. Strange place. This creature just dominates her sight, and she sort of slinks back towards the party,
All
failing
right.
that perception.
You slink
She'll say
back
to them
towards the party
what she
then.
sees. And say, it looks like it's eating some bears, but I think it's almost done. It's definitely in there.
Well, we have two options. We wait for it to leave, I feel, and then take the eggs, tie them to Moji carry them, or we kill it and then take the eggs.
I didn't see the eggs in there, but it
Oh
was
wait,
a big cave.
Or
Maybe they're
either
in
we
there.
kill it or we go inside and look for eggs, or wait till it leaves and look for eggs. Moji, no. Shepard, you drew it here.
All right, I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with you. I'm a pretty bad druid.
You're a what?
It's
I'm
pretty bad druid.
druid. Because my first instinct is to gut it and steal its eggs for gold. But I know that's not the druid thing to do. Alrighty. Here's what I can do. I can I don't know, pray. Is that what we need here?
What?
I don't know. I don't know how. I'm pretty scared, guys.
Well,
hmm.
I think the first decision is: are we going to just straight up fight it and try to kill it? If so, I would like to go back to the caravan and get my armor. Thank you very much. And if not, then what are our options for trying to get it back to its home?
The trail stops here.
Mama will think back, Ray, to the entrance of the cave. Was the area there, like the ceiling rather, was it like rocky or was it like muddy? In the sense of like, was it one big like slick thing or was it like chunky and weird?
We'll call it Rocky.
Okay. Maybe we could. No, well, she'll say this and then immediately realize how wrong she is. Maybe we could lure it somewhere and then smash the ceiling on it.
It can burrow
she
through the earth.
realizes
We saw that.
Oh, that's right.
Mm, uh, did you see anything else in there? Did you see like any? Was there like? Is it just like one room or is it multiple rooms?
It looked like there were a bunch of small rooms. Well, big rooms, but small rooms. Um, the eggs are probably in one of them.
Mm,
But it was hard to see. Um,
We
well,
wait
it
for it
was hard.
leave.
I didn't see
Okay.
much.
Wait for it leave, and then we go in after. Yes, Shepard.
uh,
You're
how
the
do we know
leader,
when it?
Shepard.
How do we know when it leave? It can burrow.
We can probably hear it. We assume. We also assume that it might come out through cave, and we can probably wait for it after it leaves cave.
Mm,
They seem
my
to have
worry.
voracious appetite.
Um,
My,
Shepard, out of game as a druid, can you wow chip into a bear?
yes.
Why don't you just be like, "Oh, I'm third serving of lunch. Eat me," and then it comes out like, yeah.
I feel like
that'll
that's
get
a
them
bad
killed.
idea.
The main issue is that it can burrow. It can technically just straight up surprise us by going under us and then popping out and being like, "Hey, nice flesh." And, I don't want to be like a meal on the plate. So
Do
this
you
is
have earth to stone?
no,
Is that a druid?
yeah.
Let's wait for it to leave, and then if it leaves, we can go in and scour the place, see what they have.
All
Once we
right,
find the eggs, we go.
all right,
Are
guy
we
in the
going
sky.
to what? Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine.
I was gonna say guy in the sky. Uh, that's been floating behind us, telling us what we're doing this whole time. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back. We're gonna get more suited up. We're gonna come back here. We're gonna lay down and ambush, and then we're gonna hit it in the head a bunch until it goes unconscious and steal the eggs because we're horrible.
So your plan is to ambush the adult Remoraz as it leaves the cave.
That's a pretty bad idea, right? We probably should.
No, it's fine. I mean, if you want to kill it, yes, it's fine. If you
I don't
want
want.
to, do you want to lure it or you want to kill it? Because we can lure it with the eggs. If we can kill it, we can kill it right now.
I don't think.
We can
Okay.
kill it.
You're the leader, Shepard. What are we gonna
You're
do?
the leader.
Shepard?
Oh,
You gotta
fuck.
choose.
Oh shit! I need a beer. See, my plan failed. Right? We were supposed to find where it came.
We did. We found it came from here.
How did it get here?
Don't
Well,
worry about
maybe
it.
we go look. I don't know.
Look.
Mm,
Shepard, it's on you.
okay. Is there any way possible that we can use the last bit of pass without trace to go forward past the cave entrance? See if we see like I don't know, like a cave ass, right? Like
Back into the cave.
like an exit on the other side of the clearing or wherever we found the entrance.
You want to sneak back into the cave?
No.
We
We don't
go
want
around the other way. Like,
Yeah.
see, there's a back into the cave where the morass comes through a second
Yeah.
entrance.
You try to check for northern signs, but your previous survival wisdom check failed. You do not see where they came from. You can see many trails out from the cave, but you do not notice one that you would recognize as coming in from the north.
All right, I think we might be hard locked into kill it, but I don't know if we can kill it.
No, just wait till it leaves and then we take the egg.
Okay, I like that idea, Moji. All right, we're gonna go get Moji suited up in his big boy clothes, and then we're gonna come back and wait.
All right.
All right.
So you return to the caravan. Mortimer returns to his heavily armored self. You prepare yourselves as the pass without trace eventually ends. You come back to the cave and you hide yourselves to the best of your ability, waiting for the creature to leave once more. You do so. It takes roughly an hour for the creature to leave the cave. But eventually you see that it does, coming out of a different entrance than you expected. But it leaves out from an easterly direction. You can see the trails of smoke and flame and hear the crash of tree as it is broken down under the massive weight of the creature. It is no longer inside the cave. where you were waiting for. Do you make your way inside as you see it leave?
Yes.
Excellent. The four of you make your way down to the same cave that Mau Mau was in before, and you find yourselves looking in at this strange cave once more. The bear carcasses are little more than that. The in the center of the cave, blood smears and a bit of fur in the center, but bones and flesh and all seem to have been devoured by this creature. You can see a trail of steam and flame coming out of this eastern kind of entrance or exit to the cave. As you peer and look around, you are able to see the nest and eggs in this northeastern corridor of the cave itself.
Excellent.
Do
Moji-
the sorry, I was
Oh,
gonna
go
say,
ahead.
do the eggs look as different? Like, is there one egg that's visibly like really different from the others when we peer in there?
Would you like to go look at it?
Yes. Pew!
Yeah, that's a dangerous job.
Sorry, I thought we were already
We
close
happily
there. I didn't realize
explore.
we were at the bottom.
Yeah.
Moji,
Yeah. The party,
bullet train
you can make
there.
your way up to those eggs. As the four of you make your way
So,
there.
Greg, I have control of Shepard, but not Mama. I'm gonna start moving Shepard around a little bit. Just the spirits of Alex.
Stop it! Help!
That is odd.
Probably under the token settings, who it's assigned as.
I drag myself. Yeah, if I drag myself, I can control my own token that I make, but I can't control the one that you have there.
Well, okay.
That should work.
Ooh, Shepard!
Option really.
Ooh.
Help!
How
It's
about
Malithor.
Oh,
Okay.
look, it's me, Mau.
All right. So the four of you go investigate some eggs up here. You find yourselves looking at them. Sure enough, there are four eggs that seem to be kind of this purple flecked a bit. As you look at the last egg, it seems to be cracked open, as if something had escaped from the egg itself at some point.
No.
I immediately start looking around.
Mortimer, you immediately begin looking around. Give me an investigation check.
I look inside for the leftovers of the yolk.
You see nothing
Investigation.
inside the egg.
13.
A 13 is not enough. As you begin looking around, certain that something is there, you forget to check underneath you. As the creature comes bursting out of the ground, a young Remmerhaze begins to attack you, Mortimer, as you are the nearest creature to it. Mau Mau shrieks as the young Remmerhaze begins its assault. It shall bite at you with advantage. With a 24, the young Remmerhaze takes a mighty bite out of your leg. Please take for me 11 piercing damage and 10 fire damage. And everyone.
I think I am going to use my strange helix on that.
All right,
yeah.
absolutely. Your helix absorbs the energy from the creature as the mighty bite just is wrapped up into the magical energies. Everyone, roll me initiative.
Oh, dearie me. This thing does the damage. No!
Alrighty. Let us get our turn order here.
All right. Okay. That should be 18. Change that there.
Okay. Sounds
There we
good. So, Mau Mau Baker, you are the first to go. What will you do as you see this horrific creature pour out of the ground and begin attacking your friend Mortimer?
Well, first she shrieks, "Ah, Mortimer! Oh no!" And then she will pull out an uncharacteristically large crossbow for such a small, relatively speaking, creature. Point it directly at this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, all these windows popped up at once. It's full of not the right thing. We're gonna miss with a crossbow shot.
Oh, your large crossbow goes flying across the creature's like body, glancing off of its scaly natural hide.
And then she says, oh no, oh no, oh no!" And she looks over at Mortimer, concerned, and says, oh dear, oh no dear, oh no." And then she'll use the Master of Tactics help action as a bonus action to hopefully aid Mortimer in fighting off this horrible bug that's attacking them. And to do this, she'll basically just kind of accidentally like fire off a couple more shots of the crossbow, entirely ineffective. But she'll just kind of like.
All right, your thrumming crossbow bolts begin to distract the horse-sized young creature as it snaps its jaws in your direction, successfully distracting it. Mortimer, it is distracted by the crossbow bolts of your companion. What do you do?
Well, Mortimer is going to do what any good backliner does, and it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he's gonna run. 1, 2.
All right, you will provoke an attack of opportunity from the creature as it bites down at you as you rush away. With a 13, it is unable to strike at you.
Nope. And then bonus action, he is going to Healing Word himself.
Okay.
Go for 9.
Excellent. Shepard, it comes to you as you see Mortimer retreat and heal himself. What do you do?
Here we go. I was muted. I don't like any of this. I think I'm going to simply create 3 magic stones and throw one at it. I think.
Okay.
I would get advantage, right?
You'll have advantage on the first attack, yes.
Yeah, gotcha. Alright. D20 plus. Yeah, plus 6, 4. I have plus 7. 2d20, 7. That's gonna be 18.
An 18 will hit as you duck around the corner and sling your stone. It like cracks into the back of the creature's head for 5 points of damage.
And then I will hand Mort a stone and say, "Good luck." And then go.
And then you hide back behind the corner.
15, 20, yeah. And I think I'll use my last 10 to like get up on this ledge, so I'm not on the ground.
All right. The young creature snaps its jaws and looks around, and it is going to go towards Mau Mau. It slithers up serpentine-like. It raises itself to its full height, and it is going to bite down upon you as you've been distracting it with their crossbow. As it makes itself slither towards you, it attacks with a 13 to hit. That is not going to get it done. Moji, you feel the heat of this creature's body near you as it like bites down at the ducking Mau Mau. What do you do?
Moji sees Mama getting attacked. He's like, all right, well, time to do what I was called to do. And he's going to rage. He is going to Great Weapon Master. He already used the advantage. So I'm going to attack recklessly.
Okay,
And
please do.
give it the old smack attack. 19 hit.
That 19 hits. Yeah, absolutely.
Mechanically, I
33.
to clarify about the help action going forward. It's specifically the creature that I choose to give the help to gains it until the end of my turn. So Mortimer didn't use it; it's gone, unfortunately. Unless he were to attack it with a ready action or a reaction or something. But it's very specific towards that creature. But,
Sure, fair enough. You hit the creature for 33 points of damage. My goodness gracious. A huge gout of flame erupts from the young creature's body as you strike it with your great axe. As this happens, the flame erupts over you. You will take 8 points of fire damage in return for striking this creature.
So that damaged me, right?
That damaged you, yes.
So does my reaction go off now too with the lightning, or no?
I'm gonna say that we're not gonna change those types of effects.
I was just like, that's gonna be a weird day.
That's gonna be very weird. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna do it again.
All right. That is a 12. Unfortunately, this time your great axe is turned aside by the natural hide of the creature.
I have never rolled so low in my life. All right. I'm gonna. I don't want Mama to get hurt, so I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
And I took 4 damage. All right, cool. So that's it for me.
Try to knock it unconscious, Mama.
Excellent. Mau, it is your turn. What will you do?
Ducking the bite of this thing, she sees Moji start hacking chunks out of it, and she says, "Oh my! Just like the trees! Wow!" and then she'll do a couple casual backflips over through the egg area into this back, using her cunning action to disengage, safely. And then she'll take a shot at it.
All right, excellent. That 21 will hit for 12, 9, 21 damage. Holy moly.
Dang, yeah, that's pretty good.
That is enough to bloody the creature.
Right. Then she will say, and she'll just kind of, do it. They're like, oh no. Yeah. And that's the end of my.
I'm just picturing like an old lady in battle. Oh God, no! Oh,
All right, Mortimer, it comes to your turn. What will you do?
It's exactly the way you pictured it.
I am going to. I'll look back to Shepard and say, "Are you planning to go back to the front line?" What does Shepard say?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
In that case, what he's going to do is question Greg. Can a spell attack like Guiding Bolt be cast non-lethally? Is that a thing?
You want to non-lethal the young Remorhaze.
I want to knock it unconscious.
I don't think that magic spells should really be allowed to be non-lethal. I think by the rules, any damage can be non-lethal. But it seems weird to me to cast your chromatic explosion of energy and be like, oh yeah, it just knocks him out. My fireball is non-lethal.
Yeah,
the 5e rules say it can't be magic and it can't be a ranged attack.
I don't think that's true, but I'm totally down for it.
I am going to just come over here and I'll just do a normal Guiding Bolt then.
Okay.
Oh.
The 12 will miss as the natural hide of the creature protects it from the chromatic ball of energy you throw towards it.
All right. I think that's all I can do at the moment.
All right, excellent. Shepard, it comes to your turn. What will you do?
I want to see if I can make a perception check for Mama.
All right, go ahead and make that perception check. You listen and you feel for tremors, and you are fairly certain that Mama is not returning anytime soon.
All right. Okay, I yell out to the boys. I repeat, Mama has left the nest. She's not coming back. Take the tango out. Tango out. And then,
You gonna throw a rock?
I can't see it.
Oh.
Because I'm up on this rock. Hey, Mama's not coming. I don't care. Shepard's gonna jump down. Can I hit it from here?
Sure, it's a big creature.
Alrighty. Eat this. Oh.
Oh, you throw your rock, and it skips across the water very excellently, but it just kind of bounces off the creature's hide once it gets there.
I snap in disappointment, but as I do, I cast Magic Stone again. More stones.
All right, excellent. The young creature shudders bloodied, and it is going to begin burrowing beneath the ground, whoosh, disappearing from your sight.
We don't get to make a
as it
reactionary-
does so, you may make an attack of opportunity.
I would like to make an attack of opportunity to grab it, Greg. Is
You'd
that
like to
something?
grapple it? Please
Yeah.
do.
All right. So that's strength athletics,
Absolutely.
and I'm raging, so I have advantage.
That is an 18 for your DC. You managed to successfully grapple the creature. You prevent it from moving, but you touch its superheated hide. Please take for me. How much was it? Was it D6s or D8s? Please take for me 2d6 points of fire damage, 8 more points of fire damage as you grab the creature and it is grappled.
Excellente. And whose turn is it? It's my turn.
Oh, it is your turn. I wonder what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna pull it out a little bit, but hey, where you going? We were partying here. Let's continue the party.
Mo just gonna do a thing.
I'm gonna do a thing. 20 damage. 20 attack. That's hits.
That's hits.
For 29.
For 29 points of damage, please take for me an additional 2 points of fire damage.
Like one, right?
As you do 29 more, so that's 40, 50, 83, 88. That is enough to bring it to death's door. It is on its last legs.
Here's the thing. We're supposed to bring back the mom, right? Nah, the kids weren't part of the
Any
equation.
creatures that we find, we're supposed to relocate them.
No, they said the creature, the one, not all of them.
I asked them, and they said if there are multiple, you have to relocate any others. That
Yeah,
we
he
find.
did. Yeah,
He did. They did say that? All right, fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack this thing non-lethally and
Okay.
KO it.
You use the
KO.
flat of your axe to smack the creature. You successfully knock it unconscious. Blop. As you smack it, please take for me an additional 12 points of fire damage.
Okay. That one actually hurt.
All right. So the cave falls silent once more. You are standing over the unconscious body of a young Remmer Hayes. You see the eggs of 4 more in this nest while the adult is away. What do you do?
Moji says, perfect. All right, Shepard, you turn bear. We tie eggs to you. You walk them out. I take this one and I drag it. It'll be up in a few hours. We take the caravan and we go as far, well, maybe not the caravan. Maybe we just go ourselves. And we go as far north to the snow as possible, as fast as we can.
All right.
All right.
As they're gathering up the eggs, you see Mao Mao had been eyeing one of the eggs greedily, but she realizes very quickly that as we're taking them all, she's not going to be able to just eat one of them. So she turns her attention next to the body of the young Remoraz. Is there any sort of visible fleshy, meaty bits? Or is it all like bones and acid and
You
still
could try to
alive.
eat it. How much damage would you like to take?
It's still alive.
It's a lie.
I mean, yeah, but like, so.
And you saw Mergy burning when he touches it. Like he's burning as he touches it.
By the way,
Before
I'm gonna give you healer's kit, Moji.
Yeah,
so
okay.
That's fine.
She was it.
All right. You bind this creature in a chain. You take the eggs with you, and you rush out of the cave, making your way as fast as you can through the forest up north.
Mhm.
As we leave, sorry, Mamo hangs back for just a second. Knowing that she's faster than basically everyone, hopefully, and making sure that she's the last one out because she's not carrying any eggs because she's a small little grandma. She will use her feline agility and just run around this little cave, check all the holes, looking for more eggs and anything else weird.
All right. You check the cave for more eggs and anything else weird. You will find no more eggs, but you do come across three things. You come across a strange chime, almost like a little bell tied around a ribbon, almost meant to be worn around the neck, like a necklace. You find a small silver shield that glistens like almost a mirror to your eyes. And you find a small you find a small emblem of like a bestial bear-like creature, claws and fangs, like protruding out from the metal frame.
Oh, it's a statue of Shepherd. How cute!
Not sure.
It's this. I like that. All right, cool. We gather up all the stuff. We get on.
Yeah, all the things, eyeing the necklace in particular, and it comes back quickly as she can, somehow with more stuff than 5 seconds ago when everyone saw us.
Okay.
Look, Shepherd, there was a statue of you in that cave. Do you think this one will come to life too?
I'm a bear.
Yeah.
We break for it, Greg. Like thieves in the night.
Right. You break for it like thieves in the night. At first, there is little in the way of resistance. You are rushing through the forest as fast as you can go. But soon after, there is a rumble in the forest, and you hear a horrible screech. And the flames gout from the forest behind you, and the chase is on. In order to avoid combat with the Remmer Haze, you will need to escape to the north and get rid of its eggs and small child before it catches you. To do so, you will need 3 successes on checks before you acquire 2 failures. As you are rushing through the forest, the creature begins chasing after you. The forest rumbles and quakes, and your footing becomes unstable. The caravans are threatened to sway and break. As they do so, I want all of you to roll me initiative so that we have an order for our party's escape.
Okay.
17, 11, 11, and 9. Vessel, or Moji and Shepherd, who of you has the higher dex?
It is Shepherd, surprisingly. What? You have +3?
Shepherd. All right, so Mortimer is first, Shepherd is second, Moji is third, and Mau Mau is our fourth. Mortimer, you are the first to go. The caravan creaks and bends and breaks. The dragging Remoraz is going to be required to be dragged by these caravans. How do you avoid like stabilize the ground or the caravans themselves to prevent them from being broken by the tremors of this creature chasing you?
All right, so I don't have any good spells at the moment, I don't think. What I can do though is what's the main issue? Is it that like the bindings that we're carrying this stuff in is breaking apart, or that
Yeah,
like,
the carriages are on uneven ground. The tremors are
Okay.
intense. They seem to be breaking
Okay.
apart at the seams.
So I think that what I'm going to do is cast Bless on, I guess, whether it's like our pack animals or whatever is carrying the items. I want to
Teams
give
of
like
oxen.
a bonus to the creatures that are trying to like make their way through the uneven footing.
Alrighty. This sounds to me like either animal handling or probably like religion, since you're calling upon your clerical powers. Go ahead and give me a animal handling wisdom or a religion wisdom check.
All right, I'll do the religion wisdom check.
All
So that will
right.
be a D20 plus 6.
That is a success. You bless the animals. It gives them a burst of speed. They rush on away from the Remmer Haze's tremors. They find more even ground. The caravans manage to hold. You drag the small Remmer Haze behind you as you rush ever northward. That is one success. Excellent. The success is only short-lived, though, as the Remmer Haze puts on a burst of speed, and it begins to crisscross in front of the party as it gouts up flames of fire through the forests around you, threatening to engulf you and the party in a small forest fire. Shepard, you are the next to react to this as the flames go encircling your party, surrounding you. How do you resolve the situation to keep yourselves heading northward and not caught by the Remmer Haze?
I had two ideas. One was to use spike growth to slow it down. The other was to use, if you would allow it, thunder wave to sort of push the flames away from our path.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
Either one of those. If I would prefer the thunder wave one, just because it sounds like you shall not pass.
All right, you stand up as the flames threaten to engulf your party. You slam your staff down, shout your Gandalfian lines, and emit a thunder wave through the forest. It echoes around you and attempts to push away the flames. As you do so, it sounds like the flames are going to be attempted to be dispersed by like your magic, which is very similar to what Mortimer did. So I think that this one needs to be a like Arcana check, since we can't reuse religion. Let's go ahead and have you roll Arcana wisdom, since you are a cleric.
Okay, Arcana wisdom. All right, that helps a little bit. I'm not proficient in Arcana, but I do have a +4 to wisdom.
Okay, excellent.
Good luck, guys. Nope.
Oh, that is one failure. As you slam your staff down, your thunder wave erupts out of the forest around you. It does, in fact, disperse the flames as they turn to smoke and steam around you, but it fells entire trees. They're falling on the party and the caravan, slamming in front of you, threatening to block your way entirely and allow the Remmer Haze to catch up.
Does anybody
Moji,
have inspiration?
do you have inspiration left?
Yeah, I think
use them.
we used 2 of them, right? Or did we use all?
I have none, but I'm hearing trees and I'm hearing Moji. I'm thinking he's got this.
Moji,
There's
the
one
forest
enemy.
is falling around you, threatening to derail the path you're taking north. How do you attempt to overcome this obstacle?
Well, Greg, there's one job that Moji actually has, and it's been the same job since day one: to cut down trees that are in the way. So he's going to run up and cut the trees that are going to get in the path, and then move them to the side with all his strength, like pick it up and like, all right, you get out the way, and you can move over there. And then if there's a tree that's kind of like leaning too far, and like it might fall, he'll just bash it with his shoulder, like, all right, no, we don't need this right now. I am busy.
Moji, you hulk out, rushing in front of the caravan, smashing trees, hucking them up out of your way, trying to make sure they don't fall in front of you. Go ahead and give me an athletic strength check.
Can I rage and get advantage on this or no?
No, this is just a regular skill check challenge.
Versus.
Oh, that is unsuccessful.
What
The trees fall, they smash upon you and the party, they derail the oxen, and you are forced to confront the adult Remmerhaze as it catches you and corners you in the forest before you are able to make your way out. You stare down the adult beast, and I want all of you to roll me initiative.
Could I have turned big in the meantime or no?
You can do that on your turn. Yeah.
Cool.
Can I not be in the front?
All
I'll be
right.
in the
Okay.
Let us see what initiative.
I see 2 Mortimer and 0 Mau Mau's. But I can still roll initiative.
All right. Let me pull your token.
Darn it all. Did I click my token? I didn't click my token.
There you go.
So let's do that again. Cool.
Yeah, can we fix this party or order?
Nope, you've been caught in this direction. This is what you've been caught in.
This is what happens.
This is what happens when you are unsuccessful.
Yeah.
All right.
One big square. The end.
I somehow have
Goodbye.
multiples of like all of your initiatives here. What is going on?
I only see 5.
Let's see. Mau Mau has an. Oh, because you guys rolled like multiple times. It looks like.
Mhm.
Looks
Yeah,
like Mau
and then
Mau
my
was an
final number.
11, so let's get rid of this one.
Moji's a 9.
Emoji is a
change it.
9. So let's get rid of this one. Looks like Shep is a 7, so let's get rid of this one. And it looks like Mortimer is a 20. Let's get rid of this one. And then we'll put it in descending order. Boom!
You know what
All
you
right.
gotta do more.
Mortimer, you are the first to react as your party is surrounded by the creature and is forced to confront it head on. What do you do?
All right. So I think the first thing I gotta do is cast protection from energy fire on Moji.
Okay.
He's already got
excellent.
resistance.
Oh, do you already have resistance to fire?
When I rage, I will. Not right now.
Oh. I think I thought resistance only covered like bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing.
If you're a bear,
Yeah.
it's everything except psychic.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give it to Shepard then.
Urgh.
All right.
And then I'm gonna get the heck out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh boy.
All right, Shepard or Mortimer bravely runs away, and it is the Remmerhaze's turn. The Remmerhaze will rush up, and it will attack none other than Moji. As it rushes forward towards you, it makes a mighty bite attack with a 23. Please take for me 43 piercing damage and 14 fire damage.
Fuck.
Ow.
Wow. Okay. I am at 1 HP.
Yo, you fall to 1 HP.
Stuff, or is that before your barbarian stuff?
That's because of my barbarian stuff. That is more 43 plus 14? Yeah. If I had the resistance, I probably would have been fine, but no, actually I would have been down anyway.
The Rimmer Haze is going to forego its grapple to use its swallow ability against you, Moji. Its attack hits you, and it forgoes the grapple, and instead will swallow you whole. You are considered blinded and restrained and have total cover against attacks other than the Rimmer Haze. However, you will take 21 or 66 acid damage at the start of each of the Rimmer Haze's turns.
Okay.
Before you get swallowed, I just want to ask a question. The swallow hole says it makes a bite attack, and if it hits, it swallows him. Is that?
Yep.
Is that?
It takes the damage as well. If the attack hits, the creature takes the bite's damage and is swallowed.
I just want to make a devil's advocate because this matters a lot. This matters a lot, right? It says the Remorass makes one bite attack against a medium or smaller creature it is grappling, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be already hit it once.
Oh, okay. You're
swallow.
grappled.
Yeah.
You're not swallowed. That's fine.
Woo.
We'll swallow you in a minute. Make
matters
me
a
a
lot.
DC 17 grapple escape check on your turn.
On my turn. Is that for free? Or like I do it?
Yeah, you can do that on your turn as an action. Mau Mau.
As an action.
It is your turn. What do you do as you see Moji grappled by the bite of the creature?
Oh, yeah, man, was
Mau.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was my turn. I'm horrified. I'm shocked and horrified as I see it trying to eat my dear companion Moji. And I will say, oh no, Moji, don't get eaten. I've seen what happens to creatures that get eaten. It's not pleasant. And then she will move a few feet back, hoping this thing doesn't have a long range to attack her, and she'll just try to shoot.
All right.
43 damage. Oh my god.
Oh, your crossbow bolt flies true, but is turned back by the scaly hide of the creature. It is unable to penetrate it.
Then she will. So let me read the wording of help action. To attacking creature. Okay. Does it? Shepard, you're currently not in bear form, right?
Nope.
Okay. Do we see you like getting ready to like do bear stuff? Are you about to do that?
If you look at Shepard, you see him with his arms crossed, looking this thing in the face, and you hear him speaking in something that sounds like slithering. It's a very sneaky tongue.
Okay. In that case, she'll just look at Moji and she'll say, don't get eaten, young man. Smash this icky bug. And she'll give me the advantage on attacking.
All right.
Maybe it'll save you one turn with the reckless.
Moji, you have been bitten and grappled by this creature. Its jaws, like, forcibly keeping you in place. What do you do?
Moji look back at his two healer boys and be like, Moji need heal. As he gets bigger. And he will use, first he will rage, and then he'll get bigger with his Ring of Gigantes.
Ring of Gigantes!
Gigante, I believe he has to drop holding me because I am too big for him.
That is a fact. He is now too big to be grappled by the jaws of the creature.
And then Moji is like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And I'm gonna, well, it's probably focused on me, I'm hoping, but I want Shepard to get away and heal me if he can. But, you know, it's up to him. I don't know. You play your character. And yeah, my turn. Can't do anything else.
All right, you end your turn. Shepard, it comes around to you. What do you do?
I look towards the Remorass. Is it focused on him?
For the time being.
I look to Mort and I say, "You're gonna heal him? He's got like 1 HP." You're muted. You say yes?
You're saying yes.
Yes.
Okay, Shepard finishes speaking in his snake tone, and appearing around the Remoras is going to be 8 flying snakes.
Ah, very good. Are they all
They're
making
tiny.
attacks?
Yes, they're tiny, so they can.
All
They're
right.
all safe.
Go ahead and make 8 attacks.
Before they attack, I'm also going to nod my head and shout out something in Sylvan that's for like bear, and a bear totem is going to appear behind me.
All right.
Mau Mau, me, all the snakes, and Moji are each going to get 5 plus my level in 10 HP, so everybody gets 10 HP,
Okay, excellent.
including the snakes.
Wow.
Which
All right.
matters because they have 5 HP.
Go ahead and make me 8 attacks here.
20. I think they have plus 6.
Okay.
So that's going to be a miss. A miss. 16 is a hit, I believe.
Okay.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
4 hits. Excellent. Roll me 4 snake damages.
Yeah, they deal 1 plus, I think, 3d6.
Okay.
So 3d6, 12d6 plus 4.
12d6
That'd be-
plus 4.
48 points of
48
damage.
points of damage. Your cloud of snakes begin biting and snapping and chewing on the creature. I need each of your snakes to take for me 8 points of fire damage.
Hey.
They have
Good
15
temp
HP, so they can
Yep.
take that.
All right, excellent.
And I use my action and bonus action. So as they flitter around it, Shepard's gonna. Excuse me.
All right, Mortimer, it comes to you. What will you do?
All right, there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is break out the healing. So first of all, I am going to do a 3rd level healing. No, actually, sorry. First of all, I'm going to use my where is it here? Channel Divinity, Preserve Life. So I can heal hit points equal to 5 times my level, so that's 25, up to half of a creature's max HP. What is your max HP, Moji?
53, so I can take it all.
You can take it all. There we go.
Mhm.
So that's my action. And then what I'm going to do with my bonus action is cast a 3rd level healing word on you.
All right.
So you get another 16 healing.
Holy moly!
I want to wait. That's 26 plus. Yep, 16. All right.
All
How are
right.
you looking, Moji?
I'm looking all right. Better than I was. 42 compared to 1. It's pretty good.
Well, you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
With
I'm
that,
gonna step back.
the creature will go. It looks around itself and it is focused on good old Moji. It snaps its fangs and it will make its attack at you once more. This time with a 29.
Oh my god!
Please take for me 32 piercing damage and 12 fire damage.
Okay. Well, yeah. I forgot I did this last time, but he takes the lightning damage. I
Oh,
don't know how
yes,
much
give me
that's
some
gonna
lightning damage.
help. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Cool. Three.
For
It's three, then.
3 points of lightning. Excellent.
You're raging, right?
I am raging. Thank goodness for that. So what is that? 30, 40. How much?
It'd be 16
22.
piercing and 6 fire for 22 total.
Okay, 22. All right. So I lose all my temp. And
Oh yeah, you double the temp. Hell yeah!
oh yeah. So it's just 2. I just take 2. Cool.
Yeah. Holy shit! Shepard parries. Ah.
Cool. Anything else?
That is the end of its turn. Mau Mau, what will you do?
Mama looks up appreciatively at Emojis. Oh my, you're so big! Smash that icky bug! She will use the help action again to give him advantage. And then just 1 second, minor.
The cats. They're rooting for the Remorath.
They are.
Sorry. Yeah. The all the spirits of the forest are up and about. And then she will shoot this yucky, icky bug, hopefully in the face and/or somewhere else in its body.
All right. Excellent. Go ahead and fire your crossbow.
And then she will use her lucky as she fires again,
Okay.
because of course that's a bad thing.
The 21 will hit.
Damage with sneak attack, 16.
16
You get your,
points of damage.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right. Excellent. With that, Moji, it is your turn. What will you do?
And quick question, Greg. I apologize.
Yeah.
The 3 items we got from the cave previously. It was a little bell on a necklace, the mirrored steel shield, and a sword of some sort, right?
An emblem with a bear.
Oh, an emblem. Right. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Moji, feeling pretty good now that he's not, on the verge of death and despair. That dude, I'm not gonna lie, that whole half work thing is crazy. He's gonna do what he does best. Chop down something, and this time it happens to be a giant snake thing.
The 14, however, is not enough to hit as your blade is turned aside by the hide of the creature.
Moji's going. No, I'm gonna just do it. I already used this part. Let's just do it again. Please hit this time. This needs to happen. We need it. We need it.
You critically strike the creature.
God.
Great emoji is back.
It feels so good, man. Goodness gracious. Take
You do 48, 50 points of damage. As you strike the creature, please take for me 20 points of fire damage.
That's fine. I'll
As
take
a
it.
gout of flame erupts over you from the heavy blow of your axe.
All right. And I'm going to do it one more time because I got the crit off.
All right, please do.
Oh.
Did you get your
18.
extra damage from your barbarian crit?
Yeah, it's in there.
18 is a hit for 33 more damage. As you strike the creature, please take an additional 19 points of fire damage.
We need more healing.
This is 88. This is 1.
Come on, Mort. We need more healing, Mort. Come on, Mort.
I'm going.
154 total. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
I think so. Yeah,
All right.
I can't do anything else.
Yeah, Shepard, it is your turn. What will you do?
Big nights.
I guess technically I can heal Moji too. Because the snakes they go on their own initiative.
Snakes will go on your initiative as well,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
go together to keep it simple.
I gotcha. I'm just gonna disengage.
Okay.
And go like 25 feet this way.
All right.
And let me see. Yeah, Moji, I'll throw a 2nd level healing word your way.
I will take that gladly. Thank you, good sir.
I believe that is 2d4 plus 4. 9 points of healing for you, Moji.
Yes.
And then we're gonna get another 8d20. So that's going to be a crit. So just a crit and a hit.
That looks like a crit and a hit to me.
And that crit, I believe, is going to be the same one. Yeah, he hit before, so he's one of the 7 HP. So it's 2 7 HP snakes hit. So they're
right.
probably going to die. But before they die, the crit is going to do 64 plus an extra 3d4 plus.
Is the are you doubling the poison dice?
Yeah,
Is there a save required for the poison?
no, you just take it.
poison damage, yeah.
That's going to be 18 points of
18 points of damage. Beautiful. I want your snakes to take 16 points of fire damage.
and they're gone.
All right. With that, it comes to Mortimer. What will you do?
Alright, so I'm gonna do what I do best. And let's see. How far am I again? Alright, just close enough. I'm gonna get off a second level healing word. Where is that? There we go, second level. So you get that was
Hey man,
sorry.
don't apologize. I'll take whatever I can get right now.
You get 9, and then you will also actually no, I can't do that because I my bonus action spell. So what I'm gonna do is I guess Sacred Flame it.
Yeah, the classic.
It's going to run after you more in one turn.
It attacks. You gets attacked with a sacred flame, upon which it successfully saves and takes no damage. Your flames erupt around its slithering form, but do nothing.
I'll move over there.
All right, you run away. The Rimmer Haze looks around, and it is going to just take a bitey bite out of good old Moji.
Dodge one of these, please. Yes.
That is a
Nice.
16. Misses.
Missing.
With that, it will slide away from you, and it will go towards. It's actually going to go towards our friend over here in Shepherd.
It's covered in 8 snakes, or 6 snakes, so they all get to bite.
Yeah, everybody
No,
make
wait.
attacks.
They may not move because I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab this thing and make sure he doesn't come after you, dude.
Okay, you're going to try to grapple it.
Yeah.
Your DC is going to be 12. All right, you grapple the creature. As you grapple it, please take for me, as you touch the creature, an additional 19 points of fire damage.
Or I don't need my boys dying on me.
All right. Well, now it is your turn. Hold on. Read me the grapple rules real quick.
Let's
Can
find
you
her.
grapple a creature that's larger size than you?
One larger size, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
We should check just to make sure because I want to lie. But
Yeah, the only thing is if it's 2 sizes or larger, you can't grapple.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
Mao, it's your turn.
Okay. She will see Moji just grabbing this thing and preventing it from moving towards Shepard. And it seems that he's fine attacking it on his own. He's big, he's strong, he's beefy. He's a beefy boy. And so she will look at all the little snakes attacking this thing, and she will say, "Oh, guys, you're doing a great job." And she will use her help action to help the very first snake attack.
Okay,
And then she will shoot it.
please do.
The music cut out as soon as you said that.
Music was like, what? What are you doing?
Your 14 is not enough to overcome the hide of the creature. Your crossbow bolt bounces off of it ineffectually. Moji, you are maintaining a grapple on the creature. What do you do?
She will move
I
away.
let it go, Greg, and I do what Moji is known to do. 17.
You swing and you miss. The hide of the creature too strong to overcome.
Dang, 17's a miss. That's crazy. I'm gonna do it again then.
This
25.
time, your blade finds purchase as it strikes true.
And I
Are you
believe-
attacking recklessly, by the way?
Oh yes, I am.
I should have been attacking you at advantage this whole time.
I'm sorry, I forgot
Damn.
to. I wasn't thinking about it.
I wasn't thinking about it either. That hits. Go ahead and roll me some damage. 32 points of damage.
All right,
It will respond by giving you 16 more fire damage to think about what you've done.
Well, I thought about it. All right.
186, 196, 20 something. You have bloodied, the Rimmer has.
It's okay. Sure.
We're getting there.
Shepard, it comes to you. What will you do?
Another second level healing word coming your way, Moji. Wait,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, 2d4 plus 4. Oh, 12 points of healing.
Hey.
And then Shepard looks towards his snakes and say, "Fly, my pretty." And he only has 6 now, so it's going to be 60, 20 plus 6. So it's going to be a crit.
Dang,
And
these
then,
Oh, that's beautiful.
The
one
first
that,
3 all hit.
now inspired. Yeah,
Yeah.
the first one critically hits. I love it.
so we're going to have from the crit 64, and then for the regular ones, another 64 plus 3. That's going to be 31 points of damage total.
31 points of damage. I need your snakes to take for me 14 points of fire damage.
I now, none of them took damage before, so they all have 1
1
HP.
HP.
All right.
Cool. That's it.
All right. Mortimer, it comes to you.
All right. So I am going to, let's see, move up. I think here is, yeah. So I'll move up there. I will give Moji another second level healing word.
All right.
Oh, where is that? So you get another 12. And Sacred Flame, the creature.
Absolutely. Your flames dance around the creature's hide. It fails its save this time. Your flames singe it for 4 points of damage.
All right, I move over that way.
All right. With that, the Rimmer Haze will take its turn. It raises itself up to its full height and tries to take a big final bite out of Moji. It does so with a 28. Moji, please take for me 36 piercing damage and 12 fire damage.
So 24.
We'll take that. 24.
God.
All right.
I'm on a seesaw of life points right now.
With that, the creature turns and will burrow its way underground.
Picking it up once again.
All right, let's have a contest here between you. Your DC to grab it will be 19. All right, it tries to burrow its way underground, but you grab it. So please take for me an additional 24 fire damage.
That's
Was
fine.
it worth it?
I have it.
To 12. 12.
Yeah.
All right. It is held in place by your mighty arms. Mau Mau, it comes to your turn. What will you do?
The snakes that are attacking it, are they all around it, or are they in one particular location?
They're like fleeting around it. They're just like,
Did the snakes get attack opportunity too?
yeah.
Nope, it doesn't move. It's grappled.
Swarms probably don't, right?
They do.
Well, they're not a swarm. They're just tiny creatures. So they're like,
Anyways.
it's 8 of them, and all 4 of them can fit in the square. So they're like, they're just all around it in different squares.
In that case, Mau Mau will once again use her help action to help snake number 1, who crit last time and is doing a great job fighting. Doing best. And then she will attack it.
All right.
Alrighty. I will notate that for snake number 1.
Well, yeah.
That is a 9. That is a miss as your crossbow bolt flies at the target and clatters off harmlessly.
And then she will look at it, and she will. Sorry, I mean, just a second. Oh no, that's it. That's my.
All right, Moji, it comes back around to you. You're grappling this creature. What do you do?
Well, I have to let it go.
Okay.
I'm hoping that I don't die when I actually hit it this time. So I'm going to attack it, not recklessly this time. I'm just going to attack it normally.
All right. That is a 23. That will hit.
For 32.
32 points of damage. All right. As you strike it, please take for me 11 more points of fire damage.
I will take 5. Ooh. Do I want to play with my life right now?
How close are you?
I am at 6.
Oh, don't.
I got it, man. I can get you back up. Don't worry.
But his rage will be gone.
That is true.
Yeah,
And
you
his
already
size will be
Aren't you
gone.
an orc? Don't you have the orc?
you used it
I
already.
used it when it first smashed me for the first round.
I would chill. If you go
You're gonna
down,
go down
I'm
the next time it attacks you anyway, though.
But if he goes down
No, if you
now,
heal me, it's better. Like it's better. I don't
yeah,
get
it
back.
can eat me.
Okay. I'll take that, and I will just I'll wait. I'll chill. That was a good hit.
All right. Shepard, it comes to you.
My CEO team snake. I have 1, 5, 6 left. They're still kicking. 60, 20, plus 6.
Is it one attack again at advantage?
Oh yeah, the first
Number
one.
one,
I mean, we
advantage.
broke with him. D20. So he would hit. So we got the first one hit. We got a miss.
The 12 hits and the 13 hits.
Okay. Alrighty. So the first guy is gonna hit. 3d4. That's gonna be 31 points of damage.
Have your snakes take additional 10 points of fire damage.
So first guy's gone. And then check 2, and then all of them. Yep, done. Alrighty.
Mortimer, it comes to you. What will you do?
All right, so I am gonna go, right up behind Moji, and I am going to give him a 2nd level Cure Wounds for 20 healing. And then what I'm going to do is... I guess I will... Well, that was an action, so... nothing I can do then, I guess.
All right. Nothing you can do then, you guess. With that, the creature will pull itself up and see that there are 2 of you close by in a line.
about that.
The Remor Haze opens its mouth and a gout of fire comes racing out of its mouth, surrounding you. I need each of you to make me DC 21 dexterity saving throws or take 60 points of fire damage.
We shouldn't have did this, man. Oh no. More, does that just auto kill you?
No, he's good.
My max HP, does taking a wound decrease your max HP?
A wound would. When would you have taken a wound?
I took a wound to activate my true sight. So yes, that kills me automatically.
Does it really?
Dead.
Oh no!
I was at 29 HP.
29 and 29 is just under 60. Oh my goodness, the wound!
I was gonna say
hold
back
on.
up.
What's
I didn't want you to get hit.
Your max.
I have a revivify scroll.
Yeah, you
It's
got
fine.
it.
Alright. Mortimer is burned to a crisp. Emoji, you will take half for 30 points of fire damage.
Oh wait, half of 30. Okay, so I'll take 15.
Alright. And then it will attempt to burrow underground once more away from you.
I'm going to this time just attack it.
Okay? Make your roll to hit.
Just a regular hit.
13 will miss as the creature disappears underneath the ground.
Oh, the
my-
snake's attack.
The
Yeah.
snakes can attack. Yes, please do.
So that's going to be 1 hit.
There's one hit.
That's the only 50. No, he's a 1 HP snake, so he dies regardless. But it's at least going to take this damage. 6.
All right, it takes 6 more points of damage, and your snake burns to a crisp. Mau Mau, it is your turn. What will you do?
Where's the
Well,
music? Where's the music?
she will look on horrified as Mortimer's body falls. You had 58. You had 29 max HP. Wow. Sorry, she's as horrified as I am. We're gonna run towards the body.
If Moji sees you doing that, he'll say, "Wait, listen."
She stops.
We hear if the thing is burning away or is it still here? Because I'm assuming the way it was coming before, we could hear it like burning underground and zigzagging underground and doing all that fire and crap.
Mm-hmm. The ground is relatively still. It seems to have burrowed quite deep for the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, she will just run towards Mortimer, using her where Mortimer was, using her feline agility, and she will just kind of look at the remains, holding her crossbow weakly. Mechanically, she's just gonna ready action. If it pops up, she'll try to shoot it. But she's just kind of looking down, horrified, like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
She sort of whispers softly, maybe past memories coming to mind. She says, "My boy."
All right, Moji, it is your turn. What will you do?
Moji's gonna pick up his remains like in one hand, and then with his great axe in the other hand. Well, actually, he's not gonna do that just yet. He's gonna move to the side a bit, and drink a potion
Okay.
just in case. Which one is this one? It's gonna be potion of healing, 2d4 plus 4, right?
Yep.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2
Sure.
for 5 more health.
Excellent.
All right. And he's listening right now. He's at just standby mode. If the thing comes up, he's ready to chop, but he's making sure that we're not going to get attacked again in like 2 seconds.
All right. Shepard, it is your turn. What will you do?
No offense, Mort, but Shepard is barely looking at your body as he clicks his heels and activates his boots of levitation and goes up 30 feet in the air. And as he does, he's just gonna float there and sort of like just linger in there, looking at Moji, and Grandma. And for a second, he thought about activating his wing, but he doesn't want to pop out of the ground and breath weapon. So he's just gonna shrug. I think I have one more second level spell slot. So Moji, take this.
Okay.
Greg,
Yes.
here's a question. I have a Revivify scroll, right?
Yes.
I don't have 300 GP worth of diamonds on my character.
It's in the scroll.
It's a
isn't it?
scroll.
It has
Okay,
it.
okay. All right, just making sure, because I was about to say, I have 400 gold. Could I have exchanged for it in the town?
It's a scroll. You just read the
stands
scroll.
there with his hands crossed.
All right. Mortimer is dead. The Remmer Haze is going to make a morale check to see if it pops back up to fight or if it runs away. The Remmer Haze pops back up, but not underneath Moji or anyone else. The floating and flying Shepherd can see the Remmer Haze some few hundred feet off in another direction pop up out of the ground as it seems to be leaving or weaving a trail away from you and the party.
Oh, thank goodness.
Shepard will see that. At this point, can we drop to our order?
Yes. The
He's
combat
going to
ends.
drop to levitate, come over and look at Mort's burned body, and he says, "The flames. Look at it. Well done." And then he's going to take out the Revivify scroll and say, "Portrait. I wish I could look at for longer." He's going to cast this Revivify and say, "Breathe, boy." Like a southern pastor, he's going to slap him in the forehead.
All right.
Walk.
Morse, bring the water. We're going to baptize him.
With that, the scroll is consumed and the body of Mortimer is revivified, bringing his soul back from the brink of death, and returning it to life. Let me remind myself exactly what happens when you are revivified. The creature returns to life with 1 hit point. The spell can't return to life people with missing body parts, etc., etc., etc. Okay. You are back with 1 hit point, Mortimer. Your last memory, that of being burned alive by the horrible fires of this Remor Haze.
Well, I'm going to use both of my cure wounds on myself.
I would be insulted if you didn't. You got your little medical aid thing too, right?
Yeah, so I get that. Is my wound gone, or is it still there?
Your wound would persist.
All right, so... And then for my Life Spring Wand, that brings me back to full.
Very nice.
Moji?
Yeah.
Take that plus 4, so 10.
Okay. I'm at 36.
As you're healing yourself, Mortimer, you see Mau Mau kind of walking over to you, and she's just muttering something. She says she like touches you to make sure that you're actually like there, and she's not imagining this whole thing. My boy, you're okay.
My boy.
She just looks stunned and happy and shocked that you're alive, that you were dead.
Oh, what happened? I just went unconscious, right?
Moji will now shrink down to like his normal size. He'll walk up to Mortimer and he'll just give him the biggest hug. Like, you almost went the way of.
I take another wound for my ribs cracking.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. All right, but Alex, he can wait. We'll send him some friends later. For now, let's go drop off these eggs. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to finish our job.
Well, we don't even know where the heck we're going. I was going to say, you want to go chase it and kill it?
No. We can.
I think we have the eggs. It ran away. It'll probably search for the eggs, especially with its baby. We probably take, I don't know, some of the baby's juices, fluids on the ground, and then
we can leave a trail.
Leave it really fairly wounded, but enough for it to stay alive, and then trail it all the way down to the snow. So we can go back to the snow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, as we're discussing this, Mau Mau makes the sound, the same screech that the baby Remoraz made, using her master of retreat, and she kind of screeches at you.
Good.
All right, let's not be standing in the same place now.
Now let's keep going. Caravan, we gotta go now.
They all just witnessed a Goliath battle, so they're like,
I know.
The very concerned and surprised Caravan is not willing to leave without Moji's protection at this point. And so they are going to follow you into the north. You continue on. It is a day's journey about into the north, but you manage to make it. You keep knocking this young Remor Haze out every hour on the hour. Got the sand dial ready to go to smack it around. Eventually,
getting on that time, guys.
Eventually, you leave the you enter the snow and ice. Do you just leave the eggs and the young one kind of just out and about? Do you place them somewhere special? What is your plan exactly now that you arrive in the icy north with the spoils of your journey in tow.
Can
was
we
hoping...
try to?
Yeah, go ahead, Mort.
I was gonna say, can we try to find like possibly stumble upon the cave where it would have originally been from, or like at the very least like an empty cave or something that can make its new nest
that was my
up here?
Mm-hmm. Sure, you're going to search around for an empty cave. Go ahead and give me a survival wisdom check as you make a trek looking for the cave of this creature.
Oh, it's not
I was
very
gonna say,
good.
can we get an advantage because I was gonna help him. But...
Okay,
Okay.
sure. Go ahead and take advantage.
22.
Hey,
You aren't able to find its original nest. However, you do find a suitable large cave system in the ice. There's some small polar bears in there, but you deal with them quickly, driving them off and claiming it for yourselves. You place the eggs and the young Remmerhays in there, and you leave it behind, perhaps standing some distance away to check. Sure enough, many hours after you are done with the place, you see a wounded adult Remmerhays make its way following the tracks that you left, the slimy trail of its young up to the cave, and it enters in. It seems that you have at least brought the creature up to the north.
good. Mo's like, I could have beat that thing, but fine. All right. I guess we head back, guys.
You're strong.
Yes, Moji is strongest man in Mist, it seems. But he's still not strong enough. They look at Mortimer almost like dying, like it flashes back to him getting burned alive in front of his face, and a slight tear comes out of that, like, it's fine. All right.
Nothing is stronger than a mother's love for her child.
Yes, lady. Very nice. Very nice, kitty lady.
All right. You
Let's go
begin
home.
to make your way back to town. It was a 3-day journey up here, but you can probably make it in 2 on the way back, as you are not zigzagging through the forest, making a beeline for the cities. Just going to be faster overall. As you do so, I would like for the first day, let's have Shepard and Moji roll me d6s.
Yay, 1d6 coming up on the 6th. What you want?
All right.
Yay.
Shepard, roll me a d12 and a d8.
Okay, I'm rolling HP because the day has passed.
Yes, a day passes in the mist. You may spend 1/2 of your hit dice pool rounded up to regain HP, as well as any spells and class features associated with a long rest in the player's handbook. Shepard, you encounter on your first day journeying back to Rhymeview something interesting here. What do you find? You find with a 10 in the forest. You find a group of wild beasts. In fact, with an 8, you find a nest of giant poisonous snakes. They are attempting to ambush the party as they find you to be nice, delicious food. Tell me, how do you overcome the nest of giant poisonous snakes on this first day of travel?
I think I would use Conjure Animal to summon 8 wolves, and then we have like a sort of like Forest Goliath battle, where it's like 8 wolves and 8 snakes just. But of course, the wolves have pack tactics, so they're gonna rip them.
All right, you summon your wolves to fight them. Go ahead and give me an animal handling check. DC against these nests of snakes is going to be 14. That is a fail. You and the wolves successfully defeat the party, but each of you, please take for me 2 wounds as you are bitten and stabbed by these snakes. You feel their poison run through your body. Your first day of the journey requires each of you to enter this combat and fight off the poisonous snakes.
Now. I wanted to keep one snake as a pet. Possibly, is that a possibility? Or are they all just dead?
I think you have to mow them down in order to get through them.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slash R.
All right.
2d12.
Mort, what is your max health now? I can't. You're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, mine's a 21.
No, I was talking to Mort.
My max HP right now is 16.
Nice. On the second day of your journey, I would like Mau Mau and Mortimer to roll me d6s.
Sure, Greg. You know, maybe I'll just fall over and die.
Maybe.
5.
There are no encounters on your second day of traveling. You will eventually return to Rhymeview, having successfully defeated or successfully undertaken the journey to relocate the Remmer Haze to the north. A bit poisoned and beat up, but you return successfully. All right. I am probably going to wrap up the session here. Is there anything that you want to take care of in town before closing up the session, or are we ready to do some shout outs and hand out some rewards?
I think the only thing Shepard would want to do, and I guess this would be a good place to close the curtain for him, is he would go back to the Arcanium Council. And he would say, I'm looking for books on how to harness my elemental gift to possibly become a fire elemental. And that's where we would close the door.
All right.
I think Mortimer heads off to the Agora where the Conclave of the Faithful is sort of located and proclaims to everybody there that he's a born-again Mischan.
Excellent.
Everyone's doing their thing. Oh, Greg.
Yes.
I have gained the Orcish feat from not dying and defeating the enemy.
Yes, you did.
Fight. Yay!
Yes, you did.
Okay. Great. So there's that. And I'm going to go, I guess, to if everybody's doing their thing, I'm gonna go to the other one, the Cold Iron Company. I'm gonna go to Cold Iron Company. I'm gonna say Moji needs to become stronger, and he's gonna start training with them on specific things, getting stronger and faster, and being able to handle things on his own. Because it seems like the mists have gotten more dangerous than last time he's been. Oh my goodness! But yeah. So he's gonna be training with them and maybe become like a pseudo, like not exactly a officer or anything like that, but like a member of their guild.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And,
all right.
As everyone else was back in a town, everyone sort of trails off. The professional adventurers to do their own thing, get fancy items, talk with mages, turn into fire elementals, whatever they do. And this little old, Mama Baker sort of waddles back into town and just goes right to the tavern and starts telling stories, talking to everyone about the grand adventures they had. Oh, there were so many bugs, and we ran from them, and they chased us, and then Moji got really big, and they smashed them. And she just talks about stories, about flying snakes, about her hero, Capitan Snake, #1. How she did a good job helping out. And she, regales the tavern with tales.
All right, excellent. So I'm going to add up your rewards here and get those figured out for you. As I do so, I'm going to turn it over to you to give yourself some shout outs, let people know where they can find you on the internet or anywhere else, and tell people what's what with your own stuff. And then we will hand out some rewards and close out the session. So let's just go in the camera order like I normally see it, and we'll start with Leova. You got any shout outs of things you're doing?
Shout out first, as always, to you, Greg, for having a great session, a great game. I have a great time. I died. I'm not dead anymore. It's great. I don't mind. I love this shit. Shout out to you guys here, with me and the community as well. Anyone watching? It is great fun. I highly recommend it. And that's it for me on a me level. In game,
Mao is happy to be here. She looks forward to more adventures. And we might see Alex again in the future at some point. Who knows? We'll see. That's me.
All right. Excellent. Mortimer, King Lyoko, do you have any shout outs for yourself?
Well, I'd like to shout out Greg again for just having a blast. You never let us rest on our laurels here in the Mists. There's always something challenging to look forward to. Whether that's being burned alive or bitten by venomous snakes, it's jolly fun. But other than that, no. I'll be around. Hit me up on the Discord. We can put together a mission.
Oh, Greg, stop trying to eat my companions. I know what you're doing. I see the pattern. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No.
Alrighty. That sounds good. Mega, do you have any shout outs for yourself?
Yes. About sometime in early December, I started a West Marches campaign that I stream on Twitch over at my channel, twitch.tv/megamixer. We stream once on Sundays is when our sessions happen. So if you guys are bored on Sundays and Greg is, and it's not during the time when Greg's doing his stuff, feel free to hop over there and give us a watch. Where it's like a sort of similar to what Greg's doing over here, but it's more like post-apocalyptic, trying to put civilization back together. They just in 13 sessions made their first allies with the survivors. Everybody else they pissed off, so they're doing like a sort of Pizarro Columbus thing right now. Hopefully they all don't die. But that's it for me.
All right, excellent. Vezel, do you have any shout outs for yourself?
No, not really. Just a shout out to my party. Great fun session. We almost died again. One of us did die. And I'm liking the new power level of the Mist. It feels like we're really getting to the thick of it. If you're not on your toes, you're gonna die. You know why? Because suck it, that's why. But great session. That was really fun. And I'm always around. This is really fun. Yeah, this is my first 5e D&D campaign. I say it every once in a while, but I'm having a blast with it. I like my character a lot. He is really cool to me, and I'm really having fun with this guy. So, thank you guys for helping me make my character in certain ways, and thank you, Greg, for putting this out there for us to play. This is really fun.
Absolutely. Yep. Alrighty. Well, let's move on to rewards then. I would like for each of you to take home 1,350 experience points each. 1,350. I would like for each of you to take home 65 gold pieces each. 65 gold pieces. You also will receive plus 10 reputation with the Conclave of the Faithful. All right. For magic items that you found during the game, you found some figurines of wondrous power. You found the ivory goats. They are a set of 3 goats: the goat of traveling, the goat of travail, and the goat of terror. The goat of traveling can become a large goat with the same stats as a riding horse. It is 24 charges, and each hour or portion thereof it spends in beast form costs 1 charge. While it has charges, you can use it as often as you wish. When it runs out of charges, it reverts to the figurine. Can't be used again until 7 days have passed, when it regains all charges. The Goat of Travail becomes a giant goat for up to 3 hours. Once it has been used, it can't be used again until 30 days have passed. And the Goat of Terror becomes a giant goat for up to 3 hours. The goat can't attack, but you can remove its horns and use them as weapons. One horn becomes a lance +1, and the other becomes a longsword +2. Removing a horn requires an action, and the weapons disappear and the horns return when the goat reverts to figurine form. It also has a 30-foot radius of terror when you ride the beast, causing the frightened...
You say a 30-foot radius?
Yes.
Nice.
Gives you the frightened condition on a failed save. The other thing that you found is the Serpentine Owl. The Serpentine statue of an owl can become a giant owl for up to 8 hours. Once it has been used, it can't be used again until 2 days have passed. The owl can telepathically communicate with you at any range if you are on the same plane of existence. You have also found the Vigilant Chime. The Vigilant Chime gives you a +2 bonus to passive and active perception checks. The downside of it is that you are wearing a small bell that jingles when you walk. The Locating Shield is the next item that you found. The Locating Shield is a shield +1 that you always know the exact location of when you are attuned to it. No matter where it is, as long as it's on the same plane as you, you will be able to know its exact location. The last item is an Emblem of Life Bane. While attuned to this item, critical hits you do and critical hits done to you always do maximum damage.
That's me. It's me. That's me. It's what I do. It's me.
Holy moly! I can't even use that. You're taking much.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Shall we start at the top? Would anyone like to claim the Ivory Goats?
Are they a set? You have to take
They
all
are
three?
a set of
or-
3 goats, yes.
They don't
I want
sound
that
bad.
owl.
Yeah, seems cool.
I'll throw in for him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Yeah, why not? Sure.
Sounds like we're going to have 3 rolls here. D100s for Mau Mau, Moji, and Mortimer. Highest takes it.
Nope.
Looks like Mortimer, you will take the Ivory Goats figurines of wondrous power. You can find them in the DMG. The Serpentine Owl is the next figurine of wonderful power, of wondrous power. Would anyone like that?
Yes.
Yeah, he can fly. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds like all 4 of you go ahead and give me some D100s.
63 for me.
Oh, Mortimer with a 99. Go ahead and take the Serpentine Owl. The next item is the Vigilant Chime. Would anyone like to lay claim to the Vigilant Chime?
I think we all know who that should go to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think thematically, I can't not wear a little bell.
Okay. Yeah, give it to him.
Now that said, it is bad for like stealth, but great for perception.
Yeah.
do you
Well,
want
keep it
one?
off you when you're stealthing, but if you need perception, it's good to walk around with it. Mm.
I mean, have you ever tried to get a little necklace, a bell harness off for cat? You
No.
can't. Once it's on there, it stays on.
Gotcha.
That's your problem.
Yeah. But no,
So
okay.
is the only claim going to be Mau Mau's?
I want Mama to have it.
Okay. Vigilant Chime goes to you. The next item is the Locating Shield. Would anyone like to take the Locating Shield?
Yeah, I
use-
use shield.
Yeah, you take
Yeah,
it.
I already have a +1 shield, so I couldn't use it.
I can't use shields at the moment professionally.
All right.
Okay. Mortimer, sounds like it is yours. And the last item is the Emblem of Life Bane.
Yes, Greg, that belongs to me.
Would anyone else like to lay claim to it, or is this just going to Moji?
Just Moji.
Okay, Moji,
Yeah,
the
Moji.
Emblem of Life Bane is yours.
This is what I always wanted, people. What I always wanted.
Question, Greg: is either the chime or the emblem? I assume the emblem is the chime attunement.
The chime is not attunement. The shield and the emblem are.
Can I use the shield without being attuned to just get the +1?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Is the emblem is obviously a tumor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, hey, this was great, guys. We got a lot of cool stuff.
Alrighty. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us. I hope that you enjoyed this session. Twitch chat, thanks for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I have another session of D&D today, 7 p.m. my time, in about 4 hours and some change. I'll be running another campaign. Hopefully, I will see you then. If not, have a great rest of your day, night, week, whatever it is till I do catch you again. And I'll see you next time. Peace, everybody.
Peace.